So, what you're telling me is that, a bunch of strangers just sort of wandered into town and, got together to investigate a old abandoned church, and, you just so happened to break into the cellar and just kind of root around in there with all the bodies and whatnot and, kill the ones that stood up? Is that what you're meaning to tell me?
Emery looks at the party in the blankness of space and
I
wonders.
think you're not
this
even
is
here. You
Am
left
I
to
even here?
throw up or something. I
Okay.
think you left to throw up. Or
I
something.
think you.
I don't
think,
know if he's narrating and he wants us to answer a
No,
narration.
I want you to answer. You probably like come back from over by the window and are like looking down in the hole with Diesel that's looking down at basically a man in power armor of like a xenomorph and a werewolf person, and then I don't even remember what Willem. I think he just looks like a blood hunter, just standing there at the bottom of the ladder, as I think I said like 5 zombies are just like stuck in the ground, flailing about.
The narrator's there, like your fictional.
Yes,
the old guy?
Diesel is here. Diesel is the figure that has just walked up. He is a varied, disgruntled individual. Very, he looks like he hasn't shaved since he was born. He's got like this really long beard that like goes down to his knees. He basically looks like Chewbacca if he was wearing like an old suit. He's got
So
like
he's
this.
crunchy.
Yes, very crunchy. He's got kind of like, I don't know, a bunch of like old denim and leathers, sort of like a miner's outfit or whatnot. Just very, very crunchy, very survivalist, minimalist. And he's got like a huge bag that looks like it's got like 2 or 3 bodies in it. Like he was coming in here to deposit them, but now he sees that there's a bunch of ruffians messing around with the dead.
Shit! Fuck!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's not what I meant! I was just turning and I got stabbed!
Yep, I had that happen to me once too.
I'm not speaking in character!
Sitting down to play a blackjack game and, beat this one feller and, turned to look his way and, I guess I gave him a too big of a smirk because, he, cut out my solar plexus, and then, that's why, I ain't got this part of my body, and he, like, lifts up his shirt, and you can see that there's, like, a chunk of, like, his sternum that's been carved out. And then, like, kind of sort of stitched back together.
Sir, where's the rest of you?
Yeah. Does this guy look malnourished? Does this Vin Diesel character look malnourished?
I did not say he was Vin Diesel.
Oh, his last name is Diesel. Whatever.
No, his first name is Diesel.
Oh.
His
well,
last
Diesel
name is Vin. His friends call him Vinny. No, shut up. He's just... He looks like if Gandalf was a crackhead.
Oh yeah!
You're describing Vin Diesel. I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're.
Vin Diesel is balls.
Yo! Let's go!
You're describing the opposite of Vin Diesel right now.
Vin Diesel looks more like Mr. 305 than Gandalf.
Yo, let's go. FNAF DOC comes out on July 25th. Let's go.
Freddy,
Freddy says in
are you
character.
like here or not?
I'm on Twitter.
Get off Twitter and get in the game. We're playing.
In-game Freddy, the character Freddy is on Twitter, canonically.
Diesel looks over at Freddy that's like leaning out the window. He's like, "Oh, I finally got service."
Yes, Emery finally comes up after looking up and down this very weird, crunchy diesel, and he says, "Yes, and you can thank us for quelling the evils under the church. I will say that our fees, our services do not come as a charity, though."
Uh-huh. He just looks away from you back down the hall. So, what do you all see down there? Is there a big old mess I have to come down there and deal with? And he's talking to Tala, Willem, and Yanzeroff.
I was translating the conversation for the other two. So what we found down here: caskets, corpses, door.
Yeah, that's typically the normal stuff that... Wait a minute. I didn't put a door down there.
Yep, we did. We put it in for you. In fact, a door fee runs us about, and I start like counting my fingers, like coming up with a bullshit number.
Are you just... Why are you just randomly bullshitting?
This is who I am. This is my character.
Oh, yo,
I am the
that old man has moved.
Alright, I need you to make a charm check.
Dang, I didn't feed him. I could have got advantage.
What did you get?
No, I said I could have got advantage if I fed him.
You are feeding him, in a
I'm feeding him
sense.
lies.
Yeah.
Right, technically. Ooh, that's a 14.
You put in a door.
Yep, you see these carpenter's tools? And he's like, wait a minute. Oh, I left it. Yep.
I thought you were just gonna flex your biceps. You see these tools?
I was. But I have no muscles, so I like flex. Yeah, Emery like flexes his muscles and kisses them. He says, "Yep, these two muscles built the door, and
Look at these
gentlemen
babies."
just stand there and watch."
Freaking Minecraft skeleton sound. As he flexes his reedy frame. He doesn't believe you, but he also doesn't question it.
Now, if you weren't the fine purveyor of this establishment, who can we go to? We just cleansed this chapel. We have cured itself of the extremities. We have popped the pimple, per se.
He looks back down at the 5 zombies that are still writhing. Again,
that's a magic. That's magic. I take out my wand and I say, I am the one casting it. Look at me.
dude,
I'm so sorry. This is what he would do.
as your friend, you need to shut up.
I think the zombies are not like moving so much anymore because I think Wilhelm was playing whack-a-mole with them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're completely smashed. I forgot.
Yeah, they are smashed.
Shut up! Shut up! You also said you installed the door with your woodworking tools, but it's a metal door.
Look, man, I got a 14, okay? It doesn't matter what I say.
Diesel understands that you believe that you have done something. He just doesn't understand what it is you're saying. Oh, Lord. Well, I guess I do appreciate you for handling these creatures before they got out. And he like hoists up his pants way too high that you can see his package. just sort of like shifts his weight.
Package, what does he have?
Corpses?
Yeah, what does he have, boxes?
Corpses.
His package is a corpse?
2 or 3 of them.
I'm not responding to you.
Emery walks away. He just whistles and like starts kicking a can down the road. He's like, in his head, he's like, those guys could handle it.
But I guess it seems like the ward is worn off. That's a shame. I guess I can't dispose of these bodies here. Have to take them somewhere else, I suppose. Hey, you there, fancy lad, help me with this. And he like gets at one end of the body bag.
Me?
Yeah, Mr. Fancy Pants, since you've got those.
No hablo inglés, no hablo inglés. I start walking back to my.
Well, you've got those big old muscles of yours. I figure you can help me out.
Okay, now I will.
All right, make a strength check or a bronze check. Yeah.
Brawn.
Yep.
Big money, no whammies. Ooh, that's a 1.
Go ahead and take an adversity token.
Yes.
You grab the end of the bag, and it rips off in your hand, and you stumble back and fall on your butt. And that's when you remember that your hand got cut, and it opened up the wound again. And you think that you might have just touched something inside the bag, because you see that there's like a gnarled foot in there with like long crusty toenails.
That's not good. I just like put it in a pocket somewhere and I just pretend it didn't happen. Like,
Oh, come on now, you can't be pulling on the bag like that. Here, you, come help me. He gestures to Freddy.
look, I'm a carpenter by trade. I'm not a bag holder.
Yeah, whatever.
What? Hi.
Freddy, you were being tasked with helping this man move a body bag.
Okay.
All right, make a brawn check.
Fuck, let me pull up the dice. Hold on.
Mr. Cell Shaded walks over. Diesel's
I'm just a 2D character. What do you?
Diesel says, hey there, you've got like one of those people that has like a brand deal or something?
Hey, bronze. Hold on, wait, bronze. What's my bronze again? I forgot about what my bronze is.
It should literally say.
Okay, D6.
Okay. Wow, your brawn isn't that great.
I don't. Cause I'm a fucking engineer.
That's right, I forgot.
6.
You lift up half the bag, and he lifts up the other half, but the middle is sinking, and he's like, that'll have to do. And you both kind of just like start shuffling awkwardly back out of the building.
I feel like I should share my screen just so I'm not cheating.
That's fine, I don't care.
Alright.
And there's a cart outside. So you help him hoist the bag back into his cart. Does the rest of the party come out of the basement?
A gente saiu do porão ou a gente tá esperando eles voltarem pra mostrar a porta?
Não, a gente saiu porque a gente falou com o
Fica no
Jason.
porão escondido. Fica no porão, fica no porão.
Fica no porão? Então tá, fica no porão, fica no porão.
Não, tipo, a gente tava tipo no pé da escada, eles estavam no topo, a gente tava se falando pelo
Ah,
pelo
tá.
fundo da
Mas,
escadaria.
ó... Ah, tá.
Fica no porão, fica
Ah, então vamos ficar no
Não
porão.
vamos
Fica no porão.
abandonar essa porta. Não
Fica no
abandona
porão
essa
porque
porta,
eles vão ter que passar pelo buraco. Fica no porão que eles vão ter que passar pelo buraco. Quero ver eles caindo no espinho.
So
Volcano
we are
Planeta.
waiting at the basement because of the door, and Yansilov is kindly reminding us about the bungee strap, the spike bit that he made last session.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I forgot about that.
My friends, I'm so sorry.
I think like the body bag was like covering it, so it wasn't a big issue. But now that the body bag is gone, all of you coming up out of the basement have to be careful and avoid it.
No, we are waiting to show everyone the door.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they load it into the cart and they come back in and they're like, "What are you fellers still doing down there? Are you gonna come up?"
There's like a big weird door.
Oh yeah, the door. Sure, I guess I'll go take a look. And he puts one foot on the ladder and just like stumbles, slips, and falls the rest of the way down. Just thump-a, 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 thump-a. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. And you hear like something crack as he like starts to stand back up. Oh shoot, it's a mess down here. Oh, heck, there is a door. You put this in? Why?
No, we just dig.
Well, the man up topside told me that you all put in this door for me. Or, not me, but, yeah.
Can I start running downstairs?
Yes. Make a flight check.
Okay, D10, alright. 3.
Okay, you do avoid the spike pit, but you also stumble and fall down the ladder. And
Yes. As I stumble to get up, I did install the door. You're welcome. We're protecting you from the bad stuff on the other side. And I walk up to Tala and I like kick her right in the shin. I'm like, we installed the door. Am I right, Tala?
No, we just found it here.
One of the things I was gonna say, Emery, because you rolled pretty low but not too terribly, as you landed, you felt something weird on your butt when you landed, but when you stand up, you don't see it.
Do I take my hand and I reach around to my butt crack and make sure nothing's on my crack, I guess.
Make a grit check.
A grit.
Yes.
Did you really make my character poop himself?
No! He just landed where Diesel had landed previously.
Oh. 8.
Okay. Yeah, you pull off what seems to be a sort of like slimy stick, and Diesel's like, "Ah, hey, you found my jerky. I went missing a little bit ago. Wondered where that went." And he comes
jerky?
over and
What?
grabs it from you, and just
You say, hold on.
he grabs the long, greasy sort of.
I do not relinquish it. Hold on. What? Emery does not give consent. This is my bait and stick. I use it.
If you imagine like a piece of bacon that is so old that it's starting to liquefy, and it's just like one color.
Oh, I
That's
thought
what-
you said stick. So I'm like, I thought I fell on like a stick. That's
like a
grease.
stick of jerky, but it's like starting to
Oh,
liquefy.
Okay. All right,
it's
never
like
mind that.
it's
I thought
very
it was like
bad.
a stick I could use to hit someone with.
No.
I can just go yeah, and I give it to him with my bloodied hand.
He opens his jaw and just like slides it down his gullet like
Oh my
he's swallowing a sardine.
You have quite the appetite, sir. If I don't mind saying.
Yep. Well, you gotta eat what you can find around these parts. Anywho, so what's on the other side of the door?
More zombies.
And you didn't kill those zombies. Why?
They were all asleep. I actually don't know. None of us know on the door, right?
No, you were not a part of this situation at all. You have no idea. You're just lying because you can. Make another charm check.
I'm just digging a grave, okay? Like I can't stop.
I mean, last session they dug a punji pit.
12.
He turns slowly the Tala like that right?
We saw some like rats, but no zombies.
Oh, you're talking about this door, and I walk up to the door and I pat it. I thought you were talking about the other door. I said the one upstairs. My bad. In Emery's head, he says, "Crisis averted."
Diesel spins around. He's like, "What? You tracked some zombies through this door, or what? Well, that's none of my concern. I guess I just can't leave the bodies here, but that's none of my business. Well, I'll be seeing you." He just like waddles back over to the ladder and goes to leave.
Wait. Young Giraffe said that maybe we can melt the door.
I mean, metal eventually can melt, yeah.
And I know a few fire spells. Maybe. And I want to start like breathing fire to go through the door.
Okay. Make a fight check and spend an adversity token.
Last time we said with like 5 adversity we could make like a blowtorch.
Yes, if you want to conjure items out of existence and like say that you can or have something.
Okay. So it's a fight.
But yeah, since you're just blasting a spell at it, then this would just be a normal fight check.
A 9 plus 1, a 10.
Okay. What does this magic look like? Describe. You like come from your eyes or your hands or something?
I start like you can see like the bones of Tala's spine start to light up, and she starts like breathing fire, kind of like Godzilla.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say that you blast this door with a solid beam of fire, and the door instantly glows like red hot, but is still standing. And Diesel falls back down the ladder when you do that. You're like, "Gosh tarnation, what the hell are you doing?"
I turn around to speak with him. My mouth like smoking because I just like
Jeez.
breathe fire. I'm just like speaking in kind of like spitting smoke at the same time, mouthing through the door.
You look like you could have one heck of a mixtape.
What is a mixtape?
I don't know. Well, to be perfectly honest, whether there's zombies on the other side of that door or not, I don't know if I necessarily want to be here when you break it down, so I'll just be on my way.
And he goes to start climbing up the ladder again. If someone wants
by
to
the
like,
name of the heavenly.
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it's just. I forgot I was unmuted.
Jeez. I was gonna say if someone wants to like try and, break down the door now or wrench it free of its hinges or something, you could probably do that. Now that it's like in a more malleable state, I guess.
Let me see. Let me check my stat.
With a brewer's kit, how quickly would Emery be able to make acid? like an alcohol solution.
I think if you want to make some acid, you could just spend one adversity token to do that.
Okay, I would like to, if no one else has an idea, I'd like to spend an adversity token using the brewer's kit somehow. And you making acid, but...
Okay. Yeah, you could make enough acid to, like, get the hinges or the lock or something.
So Wilhelm has that skill about that he's like prepared, where he can happens to have like an uncommon item with him. He's asking how many adversity points he would have to spend to have like a lockpick on him by accident.
Hold on, let me look at his character sheet again. Did he update his character sheet and repost it?
Yes, você atualizou tua ficha?
Atualizei, mas não mandei, calma aí. Can I use my brain power?
He's reposting right now.
Okay.
Freddy wants to think,
Putz, verdade, eu
and
também
brain blast the door
não
down.
lembro, eu esqueci também de mandar minha ficha, tem que mandar depois.
Barrow.
Yes.
I would like to use my brain.
What do you... Okay, make me a brains check.
21.
Okay.
It's a door.
You look at this door. No. You look at this door, and it's more than just the interesting thing about this door is that it's not just a simple, like what you think of
Does
like
it have
a
any
like
weak points?
it's not like a normal door and whatnot. It's got like have you ever seen like a door on a ship where it's like the full-on bulkhead with like the twisting,
Yes.
like fully reinforced and whatnot? That's what this door looks like. It looks very industrial and like reinforced and whatnot. Which is very uncommon for this area. Like this looks like something beyond what would be normal for any of this place around here. So the fact that it's just like randomly in someone's, basement doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's see. He has handy. I need to if
And
you
he
want-
has the
no,
benefit of
that's
a one without having to wield it.
prepared. Is it? Is it prepared?
It's something around those lines.
Spend two to just have one commonplace item with you. James' discretion. Typically, what adversity tokens are used for is like go ahead and like saying that you have something or whatnot.
Yeah, I think we agreed that he could have more uncommon items with this.
Yes. So, and I'm also reducing the cost just because I kind of give out adversity tokens sort of unfrequently, unfortunately, because I don't just give solid failures to people. I let people have like levels of success. So I don't give adversity tokens out very often. So I'm reducing the cost of spending adversity tokens. But yes, basically he can, whereas someone would have to spend one adversity token to get something like a tool bag or, you know, like a sword or something. He would be able to spend like one point less, or it would be able to be like a magic sword or like a medicine bag or something, you know, a higher echelon basically is what his thing is. So what was the item that he was wanting to get?
He wants a lockpick to try to pick the lock.
Okay. I will just say that you can have a lockpick for free. Unfortunately, the door is really hot. I actually believe he tried to lockpick it last time, and it
I think
wasn't
it was
working.
Yanzerov who tried.
Okay. If you want to try and stick your lockpicking tools into the molten hot door, you may attempt to do so. Or if you want to try something else, you may. Freddie, with your 20, you can tell that this door is relatively structurally sound to the point until it turns red hot and barely molten. So if someone were to like this thing is not like melting currently, but it is very malleable at this point that someone with immense strength could probably crumple it inwards. Or just knock it off its hinges.
I have an idea.
You could use
I walk
Emery
back
as a
to the-
battering ram.
I walk back to the zombies that are stuck on the ground,
Oh.
and I want to try to like rip like one of the arms off so we can use as a tool to try to beat the door without burning ourselves.
Okay. So if you just want to pick up a zombie and use it as a battering ram, you absolutely can. Go ahead and make it just a general strength check. Or bronze roll.
Bro.
Yeah, you just pick up one of these lifeless bodies and Diesel's like,
Hey, that was somebody's relative. Whatever.
I got a 7 on the D8 plus 1, 8.
okay. You slam this body into the door. It shatters instantly, but you did make a dent on the door. You have 4 more zombies down here.
Okay, wait.
Johan.
So, okay, wait, Sparrow. You say that the door is like red hot,
Yes.
molten, right?
Yes.
So theoretically speaking, if I was able to, if I use like something cold, wouldn't it make the material crumble?
It would flash freeze it, which in some instances would make it very rigid, but would have a higher shattering point.
Alrighty. I would like to pull out a freeze ray.
Okay, do you want to use a diversity token to make an item, or do you just want to shoot it with some magic?
I'll use an adversity token.
Okay. I'm going to say a freeze ray is I'm gonna say 3 adversity tokens. The freeze
All right,
race.
so now I'm broke with emotional adversity tokens.
So you only had
Alright.
3 adversity tokens?
Yeah,
Okay. But now you have a freeze ray.
hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I like to shoot it at the door.
Okay. You do so.
Yeah.
The door is no longer molten. Yeah, as Tala like steps aside, just like, oh man, I broke that zombie. Instantly, there's a blast of cold energy that shocks the door.
While I'm doing
I'm,
this,
I'm
can
gonna
I
be
still
real.
be?
I want to be honest. I actually had to use my brain to think about this.
Diesel's gonna like start climbing back up the ladder. He's like, well, if you guys think the MacGuffin is that way, I'm gonna head back on the road. He's like, oh man, sounds like there's a commotion outside and probably plot upstairs, but
Can
you
I
all
shoot it,
continue going
please?
with whatever you do.
Can I shoot him? Can I freeze him?
Make a fight check.
I'm sorry.
Make a fight check.
A fight check.
Whenever you're going up against someone else, it's always a contested skill check.
D10.
Your fight is 20.
I'm sorry.
Your fight is a 20-sided dice.
Wasn't his brains?
No, he's making a fight check.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fight is D10.
Oh, a D10. I thought you said it was a D20.
No, my brain is a D20.
Okay. Roll your D10 then.
Alrighty. A 9.
Okay, he got a 10. So you blast him and he's like, oh, hoot and holler. And he just like quickly scrambles back up. And you blast the hole. And the ladder is now a bit chilly.
It's getting annoying.
Even though they're like trying to solve their door their own way, can Emery still make enough acid to burn a log?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Everyone's
Even if I
throwing
don't
everything at this door.
Even if I don't use it, I still want to have
Wait.
pocket acid just.
You can splash it on either the hinges or the lock.
I'm gonna
Before
punch
you
the
try
door.
to before you try to melt the log, let Wilhelm try to pick it.
Okay. He wants to melt. He wants to pick the melted but now frozen lock again. Okay.
He was waiting for it to cool up, but
Okay, go ahead and
Ray
make
just
make another
did
brains check.
well, brains are great. Yes, I think we used grit last time because it was like trial and error.
Yeah, let's do both. Let's do brains and grit for this, and I'll say that this is like rolling with advantage. That they'll like balance each other out.
Will another you gritty brains.
Goodness gracious. You guys gonna go into the kitchen next and pull the sink off the wall to throw it at this door.
Brains deu 4. Deu 5.
4 and 5.
Okay. He goes to stick his tools into the lock, and he can tell that this lock is no longer pickable. Also, Freddy, I hope you added a freeze ray to your inventory, your school bag.
Oh no, I didn't. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah, do that. I'm gonna make a bird steal it later or something. I don't know.
All right, freeze ray has been added to my school bag.
Okay. Emery, do you want to do your acid now?
Honestly, to be quite honest, I think it would be funny if I save at a, like, I don't want to just yet. I want to wait till the last minute to do it.
We've been at it for an hour.
Okay, goddamn,
Let
I
me
wanted to
punch the
save
door.
acid. I wanted to save acid just for later. Okay,
You can make more.
Okay. While they screw around for an hour, Emery takes out his makeshift brewer's kit out of Mallet's space, and with his brewer's kit, he definitely makes, and definitely clumsily makes some acid. And
He
says,
does the cartoon thing where he like sticks a spoon in to stir it around, and when he pulls it out, he's only holding the end of it. Ah, perfect.
He says, "Yes, this is it." Acid. I say, "Stand back, everyone. I'm going to do a science."
Diesel reaches over and he's like, "Ah, yes, I'm thirsty." No, he's not here anymore.
I throw acid on the block.
Okay, just on the door, just anywhere.
Is there a lock? Like
Yes.
like, in the lock?
There was.
There is a lock and there are hinges. Or
Where
you
am I
could just
pouring,
make
guys?
a
On the
doggy
hinge or the
door.
lock?
Do you want
I
to
thought
just
it was the lock I was doing.
You can make a doggy door if you want, just like a hole in the middle.
I'm just gonna do unlock.
Okay. You do so. And for that, I'm going to say that you could now easily kind of just... The hinges don't exactly work exactly as they're intended to, but you can remove the door from its space now.
Okay. Can I put the door in my inventory?
Make a make a brawn check.
That's my weakest. No, it's not.
Exactly.
Ooh, a 6. That was up from with a D6.
All right. Go ahead and add melted frozen acid and steel door into your inventory.
Yes. I'm just gonna walk around it with it like tied to my back.
It's like in Fallout where you just like you went to interact with the door and accidentally put in your inventory. Emery's like, "Oh, what's over here?" And suddenly the door's gone. No one has any idea of what just happened.
Or like in Skyrim when you pull out like an entire dragon skeleton out of the pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, guys, this could come into use later, okay?
Why not take the whole chapel with you? You might need it later.
Hey, I'm a carpenter, right? I'd be able to convince Vin Diesel to help me.
You are a liar and a thief.
I know. I've done the thief. I've been both already today.
Yes. Okay. Standing before you now is a very long corridor. So long, in fact, that you cannot see the end. But it is relatively well lit. It is dim light from what seems to be glowing circles on the roof. They do not appear to be magical, but they might be of some sort of magical source, of like a glowing mineral of some kind, perhaps. The walls and ceiling and the floor are just this, again, sort of reinforced steel rectangular hallway. And in the floor is inset there what seems to be some sort of rails, like a tram. And that is the hallway.
Is there enough light to see, or
Yes.
Is this okay? I'm just gonna keep on going. I don't really check for anything. I think Emery will just slowly walk down the rails, maybe like put his hand on it to feel like if there's any movement, almost like maybe a cart, maybe.
It looks like it goes on for miles.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'd keep on going for like.
Emery
10
leaves
minutes,
his cart
10 minutes maybe.
behind and just starts walking.
Oh, there's a cart.
Your cart.
Your cart.
My cart.
Is topside, yeah.
It's outside. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's just leaving their stuff and going down this tall. Okay. Or I guess Emery is. Who else is going in this long,
Wilhelm was
expensive hall?
asking if he can send his eagle.
Okay,
I have-
yeah.
Fuck it, I'll go in.
All right. Yeah, he sends down his eagle very fast, very quick. And it just seems like it goes on forever. How long do you guys want to travel for?
10 minutes
Okay.
until Emery questions his decisions.
Okay. You walk for 10 minutes, and then when you turn around, you can't even see the doorway that you came in. Because you've walked so far.
After 10 minutes, I just turn to the group and I say, "What are we even down here for? Why are we even here?
Good question.
We killed zombies. There's a railway. Nothing is here. Let's go back, guys."
I like to think that only he and Freddy went because no one said anything about going.
Okay, yeah. Emery turns around and he's all alone, and then he turns back around and Freddy walked past him.
What the fuck? Why?
And everyone else is just like sitting at the church in the edge of the pit, like playing cards or
Yeah.
whatever, waiting for them to come back.
I start walking back.
Okay.
I keep exploring.
Okay. So, after 20 minutes of walking, Emery has walked in and then walked back to you guys. The hologram bird that Yanzerov sent off does come across what seems to be a intersection. It's actually similar to what's I forget what it's called. But basically, the track heads towards the center of the room, where there seems to be a single piece of straight track, but on a turnstile. And then it rotates around the center of the room, connecting to other different pieces of track. As if something would roll across through this hallway towards the center of the room, where it would stop, and then the circle would rotate and then connect to another piece of track and go off in another direction. There is also along the sides of the rooms what seems to be a small structure. You can see that there are lights on inside. It seems to be some sort of storage building. There is also a large spiral staircase that leads up to the surface from here. And this just sort of seems to be like a hub for tracks. But you do not see any carts or anything that would denote what travels along this track. I'm gonna say that this chamber is about like half a football field. And there are 8 other tracks that connect here.
Huh.
There's also a warning that appears on Yanzerov readoff that says like high level area, turn back.
How about no?
This is like end game content.
just gonna ignore the sign.
You know how you guys are like level 1 right now? This is like a level 70 area where you can't even deal damage to enemies in here.
Alright, it's time to turn back.
Well, Freddy doesn't know any of this. He's just still walking.
Oh.
None of you have any way of communicating with Freddy, I believe. Freddy's just doing his own thing.
I'm smart. I can figure out something.
Okay. So it was fun while Freddy was in the campaign.
Don't do this. Don't be a bully. Let me go quiet.
What's everyone doing? Emery, you've walked back to the rest of the group at this point.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm with the group. I don't know what anyone's doing. I just say, well, that led to nowhere. If you don't mind me, I'm going back to my cart. And I'm just going back to my wagon.
And then Yanzeroff could like describe what he saw. If he chooses to, I suppose. He doesn't have to.
He keeps it a secret. As I walk back to my cart, I walk up to the group and say, well, if anyone here needs food, first round's on me. And I do finger guns while I walk backwards to my cart.
Wait, Sparrow, is there any possibility I could call my my lovely familiar?
You can certainly try. How about you make me a charm check?
Charm check. Ooh, okay. Okay, my charm is a 12. Just come back here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Nice. 12.
Okay. You call your dragon. And nothing happens. And then you hear a rumble from above. And then it feels kind of hot. And then you look up and notice that the ceiling is starting to glow. Freddy, how about you
Above
make
me?
Yeah, how about you make me a flight check?
Oh shit. Okay, let's see. Flight. What's my flight? My flight's D10. I'm probably gonna fail this so bad.
I hope so. If you do, you get an adversity token.
8?
Okay, you don't die. You leap out of the way as a bunch of molten rock and steel falls down from above. Just sort of clipping you. You fall on your face a little bit, get a little scratched up, but you're fine. And then when you look up and the dust starts to clear, you see the head of your dragon that is poked down into the chamber. And it's wondering if it needs to continue to demolish this pathway in order to get in, or will you just climb out of the hole that it made?
Hey there, buddy. Thanks for almost killing me then.
Does your dragon have a name?
Yes, it does. Yes, he does.
Oh,
You should know because you helped with this.
I don't remember. I can't remember everyone's character sheets, man.
A Latrarian.
What's her name?
Him.
Oh, what's his name?
Latrarian.
Elytran? Okay. Do you want me to give him a voice, or do you just want to get up?
You know what? Just for the fun of it, give him a voice.
Oh, well, hello there, master. I thought I might come down here and present myself to you as you have called upon me.
Indeed, I have.
Do I need to continue my excavation to bring myself fully down into this cramped corridor?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It continues to dig. Needless to say, the pathway is blocked. It cannot fit into the corridor. It is too big. But it digs out a big enough hole in the middle of town that it can get its foot down and just sort of places it down on the track.
Is this good enough for you?
Good boy. Yes.
I don't appreciate that, but okay. How's it hanging, man?
How do you do, fellow adventurers?
Just get me out of here.
Are you enjoying your exploration through... Oh, okay.
And reaches over and scoops you up onto its neck and climbs out of the hole. You are on the outskirts of town, but everyone is watching you. You're like behind the general store. You're like several yards away, but like there's just suddenly this huge hole. Okay. Emery, as you're also coming up, you can see that it looks like there was a commotion in the center of town, but everyone's like kind of stopped and turned to look, and you can see that there's like two gentlemen that were in a scuffle. They've like got each other's collars grabbed, and they're just like staring off at Freddy riding his dragon.
No, never mind. I don't think I could do that.
Say it.
I was gonna say, can I just give him a death stare?
Sure. From about like a mile and a half away, you just give them the stare.
Because I'm looking at my character sheet, and you put there's a thing that says scary eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you intimidate them enough that they just kind of go back to what they're doing, and like one of the man, I think, like turns back and just starts punching the other guy, and then the brawl continues, and people quickly like pull their children away and like keep watching the scuffle in the center of town. So Tala, Wilhelm, and Yanzarov are just looking down this corridor when suddenly there's a bright light, just like a bunch of collapsing rock, very far down the corridor, and the path is now blocked.
Nós três no porão, a gente tava olhando no corredor, aí dando uma luz veio. E o caminho foi fechado por uma pata de dragão gigante que cavou o túnel e bloqueou ele, porque o dragão do Fred cavou pra tirar ele de lá.
I was not
bloqueou
expecting you guys to jump at this door.
Ah, entendi. Mas tipo.
The fun thing that all that trouble to open the door so Freddy could seal the tunnel later.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, if you
I'm
give the
sorry?
players a door that's hard to open, they're gonna spend the next hour opening.
Well, if I
it-
like describe
it's
that you
like a
all
don't
are
push the red
standing in a
button
wheat
button.
field and then there's like this big tree and then I'm like, and there's this cold breeze and you guys like, cold breeze in the middle of the field? That doesn't make sense. It must be coming from the ocean. Quickly, this way! And you just like run off. You know, I figured you would have gone to the tree, but that's fine. Yes, there's a scuffle happening in the middle of town. Emery, are you doing anything?
We are leaving the church after Emery.
Okay.
I would say that Emery's mindset right now would be trying to gain information from the townsfolk about what the rails are. Like if anyone knows about the rails, he'd probably want to go ask Diesel first.
We
but
try
if-
to do that. We are trying
Yeah.
to ask, but
Nobody seems to know anything, even about the cellar of the chapel, let alone the door or anything. Nobody knows anything.
Was I there asking these questions?
I will allow that. Yeah, that you went and did that.
Who asked? Like who? I want to know who asked you because Emery specifically wants to ask Diesel. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I mean, Diesel didn't know that door was there.
And I know this isn't 5e, but would Emery be able to make like an brains check or something? To see if he-
I would say a grit check to try. You're like trying to insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a grit check. This is like gut instinct of like trying to.
9.
I mean, unless you're trying to look for tells or something, I guess I would allow brains, but I think a grit check would be better. Diesel is Diesel. He seems like he's not a person that he's like, I didn't kill these bodies. I just drag them over here and drop them off and put them in cold storage. But apparently the storage is hot now, especially since the neck twisters are out and about. Which rings a bell, considering that the zombies had their necks twisted, so their heads were 180 degrees, facing backwards. Yeah, there's a cult going around, or something or other. They call themselves the neck twisters, and basically they go and desecrate these bodies, which makes it so that they can't rest in peace, and that usually torments and traps the souls and makes them come back to life and, just kind of go crazy and whatnot. Some even go feral.
And I'm assuming, Diesel, that you would know where they might desecrate bodies. Is there a graveyard near here? Maybe I could camp out, or...
Well, I mean, neck twisters are all over the place, and who knows why they're doing what they're doing or where. This is a prime location where we dispose of individuals, but, most people know better than just sort of leave bodies around, so...
There is a small graveyard beside the chapel.
Okay, I'd want to investigate that, but if Emery sees the scuffle, he would be going to that first.
Okay. Talo, Wilhelm, and Yanzarov, please make me a flight check.
lights.
Flight.
Okay. Cancel it off.
Because there's still a punji pit.
Oh,
Yeah, you forgot, didn't you? Oh, actually, Emery, you two, make me a flight check. Since Freddy was the only one that got out of there without using the ladder.
Emery got a 6.
Okay, Emery, you climb up
Okay.
out of the ladder and almost fall into the pit, but you like kind of catch yourself like Inspector Clouseau, just like all of your limbs outstretched. You catch yourself.
Imagine I catch myself on my bloodied hand, and at the last minute, I go like, "Ooh," and I use my other hand to like grab like the ladder or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you like carefully lower yourself down into the pit without impaling yourself.
Yeah, Zora?
3.
Okay. Wilhelm got a 1, Yazirov got a 3, and I got a 12.
Okay, Wilhelm and Yanzarov, please take an adversity token as you do fall into the pit, and you do get mildly impaled. Yanzarov is relatively well protected because of his suit, and it just sort of like is a glancing attack. But Wilhelm absolutely falls in and just lands. I think it like gets him right in the shoulder, and he is currently impaled. So this is the current situation right now. What's everyone else doing? Again,
I want to go to a restaurant.
all right, fine. Yeah, Freddy, you're not part of this situation right now. There is no like health or damage tracking. I will just impose negative circumstances and scenarios upon you for you all to handle.
Wilhelm and Yazirov are assessing the situation like both of us fall into the pit, and Wilhelm say, "But I fell harder." I like.
Oh yeah, Tala,
More
you're
fallen.
fine. Yeah. I think Yanzarov also falls directly on a spike, but it crumples underneath of his armor.
Vocês falaram na online, vocês ganharam o token.
Uhum.
Como você tava de armadura, não teve tanto problema, já o Wilhelm tá com...
I'm gonna say, for the time being, considering everyone probably left the pit around the same time, Emery went into the pit first, then Yanzarov, then Wilhelm, and then Tala is at the back and like didn't
Eu
fall
que
in.
não entendi.
ele falou que todo mundo caiu meio que no poço ao mesmo tempo, o Emery, você, o Wilhelm, vocês saíram mais ou menos junto.
Ah. Mas ele falou sobre eu desativar os espinhos, não tinha como não?
Não, ele falou que você esmagou os espinhos quando você caiu.
Ah. Ok.
E não tem uma contagem de vida, mas ele vai impor algumas penalidades e vai ser o que vai acontecer com o Henrique.
Coitado.
Ele
Sorry.
vai...
Emery, Wilhelm, and Yanzarov are in the pit, but Wilhelm is the only one that got impaled.
So why am I in the pit? That's the real question. Aren't I trying to leave?
Yeah,
We're
the thing is,
we're doing
right
a slight
right after
retcon.
the
We're
stairs.
we're jumping back a little bit because we forgot to deal with the pit. So now we're dealing with the pit. But I assume you all get out of the pit and then you go about doing your questions. I just do you guys just want to climb out?
Yep.
Okay. You
I
can
don't
make
wanna
a
be in the pit. I'm bleeding.
Okay.
I want to go stitch up.
You're not bleeding profusely, but it is making it difficult for you to perform tasks. I will say that if you guys just want to climb out of the pit, you can make a brawn or flight check. However, Wilhelm is currently impaled, so he needs to deal with that first, and perhaps you could help him, but it's up to you.
I'll help him.
Okay. Yeah, if you and
What do you want me to do?
Yanzerov
How
want
do
to
I
work
help?
together, you can lift him off the spike.
I I say, hold on, buddy. I think I can help here. And on his wound, I take out some pocket alcohol. I'm guessing I would have. Like, I must have like a bottle somewhere. If you want me to burn an adversity token, that's fine.
No, it's fine. You have
I
alcohol.
want to like pour it on his wound to like stop the bleeding or whatever. Like I'm saying, okay, deep breaths. One, two, and I just want to yank him off like a, I don't know, spike.
I need Willen to make a grit check. All three of you got an adversity token for falling in the pit, correct?
Let me. Nope.
É, vocês
now
ganharam
I-
o token de adversidade por ter caído no buraco.
Já ganhei. Já coloquei no caso.
Henrique também.
Já botei também. Já.
É, rola aí um grit.
Falar um glitch?
Ah, não, o Henrique.
Ah, tá.
Seven.
Tá vendo?
What is this grit for?
What is what?
The grit roll for?
Oh, because he's having alcohol poured on his open wound.
Yeah, he got a 7.
Okay. It's painful, but he's able to tough it out. Yeah, he's no longer impaled. So now you all may attempt either a flight or brawn check to climb out. And if Tala wants to help in some way, I suppose.
Yeah. I believe I'll just like get to the edge of the pitch and just like pull them off.
Okay. I will say that if you want to make the brawn check for them instead, you may.
Algum de vocês tem o Brown baixo aí?
Brown baixo tem
É, porque vocês vão ter que fazer uma rolagem de Brown pra sair. De Brown, ou de Flight pra sair, e eu posso fazer uma rolagem de Brown pra tentar tirar vocês aí.
Tá. Eu tenho 12 de Brown, 4 de Flight.
Otherwise, you would simply be giving advantage to someone.
Meu Brown é 12 também.
Yeah, I think I'll just stick with
Eu tenho 2 bônus ainda.
the advantage. Emery, how is your Brown or Flight to leave the pit?
How is my brawn or flight?
Yeah.
My flight's
You
a
need to
D10
wanna-
plus 1. I'll try to flight. I'll try to run out.
Okay.
Is the pit like a conical or is it like a cylindrical? pit,
It's
you know what I mean?
it's a pit.
Ah,
the cube.
dang. Okay.
Yeah. I guess a cylinder. Yeah.
I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough to get out of pit.
Cool.
É, vocês dois podem rolar aí o Brown ou
Tirei
o
seis.
Flight pra tentar sair. 5?
Ai, meu D12 aqui, meu Deus do céu.
Quanto você tirou? Aí,
Eu não tenho D12.
5.
Tá,
no
eu
pior dos
tirei
casos, eu vou
11
estar te
com
ajudando a rolar
mais
de
1,
novo.
com mais 2, eu tenho 13. Eu tirei 13.
Tá.
Que é
Henrique, tu
11 no
de
Brown
novo?
e mais 2.
De novo?
É, eu tô ajudando aí você, então tu rola com montagem.
4.
Ok. Não tem mais nenhum modificador, não, né?
Não.
Tá.
Tem como eu ajudar ele de alguma forma?
Eu já tava ajudando. É, você tirou 13, tá. Yanzerov got a 13 and Wilhelm a 5 with advantage.
Okay. Yeah. Yanzerov gets out of the pit. Were you helping Wilhelm, or was he
Yeah.
doing it himself?
I was helping him. We roll with advantage.
Oh, and he still got a 5?
Yeah, he got a 5.
Okay. I'm gonna give him another adversity token, but I'll give him a choice. Actually, I think what happens is that he starts to use his arm, but because it's injured, it doesn't quite work. So now he's dangling. So Tala, you're currently holding him.
You were cutting off a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Willen is currently dangling in the pit, just holding onto your hand. And you're the only thing keeping him from falling in. Again, it's not even that deep of a pit, I think. It's like 10 feet or something? 10, 15 feet?
Yeah.
So, like, letting him go wouldn't be an issue. It's just, if you want to continue pulling him out, I'll say the DC will be lower.
Okay, I'll pull him out.
Okay, go ahead and make a brawn check.
7, 8.
Alright, yeah, you finish pulling him out. And then you all head outside where there is currently a scuffle happening in the middle of the street. And Freddy is daring people to look at him as he walks up on his dragon. He's like, do you think we should be approaching like this? It seems as though my appearance is troublesome. Freddy?
He's muted.
Because you wanted to find a place to eat?
Yes.
Okay. There is currently a scuffle happening out in front of the saloon, where you can see two men are like really just going at each other, like full blood on the dirt, like standing up, doing one punch, and the other person falls down.
I would like to break up the fight.
Okay, how do you do so?
By joining in.
No.
Do you get off your dragon?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. So your steed is in fact breaking up the...
Oh.
Go ahead and make me a charm check with advantage.
I was just saying, let me have Illustrain do a mighty roar.
Okay, do you want me to roll for Latrain then?
If you want to, go ahead.
Okay. I got a 2. So Latrain's like, excuse me, gentlemen, I think you should stop. But all that everyone else hears is, and like everyone kind of pauses again, but then you're glaring at them so they look away again. And I think with that, like one of the individuals just like knocks down the other person, like, yeah, that's right. Stay down. And he just kind of starts to hobble back towards the saloon while the figure just stays planted on the ground.
I freeze the guy who that went back to the saloon.
Make a fight check.
You got it. Shit, hold on. I gotta do something new. Where did I put it? Wait, no, I had it open. Why did I close it?
Why did you close it?
I closed my character sheet. Wait, it should be in my downloads.
You
Hold
fool.
on. I'm stupid. It's not here. Oh no, okay, I'm freaking out.
Imagine the
Downloaded
rest
it
of the
again.
party walking towards the.
The problem is, I'm gonna have to go through our DMs and try to find this file again.
Wait, shouldn't it be in character sheets?
You know what? I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right.
Why would it be in DMs?
You sent it to me over there as well.
Well, I sent you the base character sheet, but you needed to fill it out and then save it. Do you want me to open up your character sheet for you?
No, I got it.
It's
Okay,
a
roll with
D10.
fight.
Your fight is a D10.
All right, thank you.
The rest of us, I think we're just like walking towards this scuffle, right?
10. That is not what I wanted. Oh, let's go. 10.
Okay. He also got a 10. So I think what that means is like as you reach for your hip, he does the same and you both fire at the same time and he releases a blast that disarms the freeze ray from your hand, but in doing so you still freeze him solid.
Let's go.
And people are like, oh my goodness, he dropped something. What is that? It looks weird. Maybe I should go grab it. No, you stupid. And
like you
a
retrieve
small
my freeze ray.
child's, like a 5-year-old boy wearing overalls that only has one strap, runs over to grab your freeze ray.
And I think we are approaching the scuffle.
Yes,
And
everyone is
that-
watching this.
Tala kind of forgot she's a werewolf and just kind of like starts coughing.
Oh, were you still a werewolf?
Yeah, I forgot about it, and I just like start coughing, and I cough a piece of the chicken, the rubber chicken on the
Oh
floor.
goodness.
They
Oh, that's
take it
right.
away from it.
Emery, Tala turned into a werewolf and ate your rubber chicken.
How
Try to.
dare.
Oh, not the rubber chicken.
No, I still have most of it. It's just like a little bit that I end up eating while fighting Wilhelm's ego.
It's like all deflated and stuff. Anywho,
Okay, so we watch the scuffle. We watch the scuffle, and then Freddy freezes someone, and then a kid goes for his freeze gun.
yes.
I'm gonna like run to the kid, like to, like make him not steal the freeze gun.
You're gonna run to him?
Like I'm gonna try to refrain from the kid stealing his freeze gun.
How are you stopping him? I'm confused.
How am I stopping a little kid? I don't know, fucking face planting him into the ground.
Okay, so make a flight check because I think this is the only problem here is like catching up to the kid. Then you're just gonna tackle him.
2.
Okay, you start running, and you're about the same speed as this kid, but unfortunately he's got a head start. So he runs over and picks up the freeze ray and looks up, and then you're like just upon him. So let's go ahead and do a contested fight check.
Perfect. I just want to disarm him, like, or scare him or something.
Well, you're
I'd
currently
imagine
tackling.
I know some like charm spells. Maybe I can shoot.
Yeah, I
cast
mean,
at
yeah,
him, so-
you could have just used a magic spell on him, but instead you're choosing to tackle a kid.
I had a whole other plan.
I think I need to remind everyone that you all are wizards and can just cast whatever magic spell you want.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
I know.
You just choosing.
I chose to do this.
You just chose to break the kneecaps off this child. It's fine.
I want to remind everyone this is my lowest die. We got a 3.
Well, he got a 1, so
Yeah.
he like picks up the freeze ray, but it's backwards, and he freezes himself, and then you collide into him.
Officer, I drop kicked that child in self-defense.
No!
But you
there a way
didn't,
to
though.
charm? Would
Alright,
Emery know
okay,
a
wait.
memory wipe spell?
Also, Tala, please take a diversity token because
Wait, Sparrow.
I know what that quote is.
Freeze ray frozen with a child?
Yes, the child froze itself and then Emery planted on him. I'm now going to roll a
Yeah,
grit check for the child to see if it shattered.
No.
No.
That's cocked. Okay. No, he's fine.
Alright.
He is stiff as a board.
This is what I'm gonna do. Alright. Electrian, could you melt the ice?
No! I start, Emery gets in the way. No! You're not gonna kill a kid.
The dragon, sparks up his mouth, just like...
Pharaoh,
I just run in the way and I put my hand out. I say, "Hold on, Mr. Dragon, wait."
wait, Sparrow.
Yes.
Upon seeing the child, he yanks it off, start to running back to the church. And he goes back towards the basement.
Okay.
He sees there's some type, you said there's some ores that are making lights on the tunnel, right?
Yes.
He starts to grab that stuff and waiting for the church to go away.
Okay. So he's just gonna go and loot the lights from the hallway.
Yeah, imagine this. He sees a child with the freeze gun. He just runs back to the church,
Okay.
towards the basement. He sees the light and he starts working on that until the child goes away.
Okay, so yeah, so while this scene is going on, he's just like, well, I've got different priorities. I'm gonna say that there's there's a light every, I'll say 5 feet. So if he just wants to grab those, he can. I'm gonna roll. Where's my dice? Okay. Yeah, he gets 30 lights while this is going on. So go ahead and add 30 glowstones to your inventory.
Would Emery have a mind wipe spell?
I mean, anyone can attempt to do any kind of magic. It's just, if it's not your forte, then you don't get any bonus for it or whatnot. You know what I mean? So if you want to mind wipe this child, I mean, the entire town has seen you touching this kid while he's hard on the ground.
No.
I'm going to. Oh my god! I'm going to. Oh no! You know what? Would a charm spell mean what if I made it so his? You know how
Are you gonna feed him before you try?
No, I'm gonna hip. I want to know if I want to hypnotize him into to the child believing that he's possessed, kind of like the Exorcist kid, and what we're doing was justified.
He's currently frozen solid, so he's not really aware of anything.
Oh, his head's not out. Okay.
Why do you think I'm trying to defrost him?
You're gonna kill him with a fucking dragon if you do that.
With this freeze ray, I'm thinking less of cartoon cover someone in an ice cube, and more of just freeze their entire being, just instantly chilled, you know.
Is he conscious?
Jeez. I'll roll, I guess. Okay. I have an answer, but you don't know.
Okay, I just want I want to know if I have a spell that makes him feel like he's hypnotized and thinks he's possessed by a demon, much like the character from The Exorcist. And I want to justify our actions. This is how Emery gets us out of this situation.
So, just to be clear, you run after a child. He freezes himself. You knock him to the ground, and now you're going to try and convince him to be rabid.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay. Good
There's a method to my
goodness.
madness.
Make a charm check.
Wait, can I feed him first? No, I won't.
No. I mean, you may, but that's going to look even more sus.
No, nah.
You going to feed him your
15.
breadstick while he's...
Wait, so if this was a magic, it would be 18 if you're allowing me to use magic.
Yes, this is a magic.
18.
Okay. Yeah, you feel thoroughly convinced that you have mind altered this child. Everyone sees you cast this magic spell on him, though.
Who's everyone?
The entire town that sees
Can
that
I-
you are on top of this child.
How much though? What does that mean? What's the entire town?
There are murmurs and there are people starting to flock, despite there being a dragon here. And you hear like a woman scream. Like, that's my child! Get him off my child! What has he done to him?
I'm going to pick the child up and run up to her, and I say, "Hi, my name is Emery Pankill Bryan, PhD. I was trying to save your kid from hypothermia. You see this? He's frozen solid." And I like knock on him or whatever. I was trying to wake him up, and clearly nothing's happening. So come with me. Come to my car, and we can thaw him out there.
Make a charm check.
I hope you fail.
I'm gonna say with disadvantage.
Okay.
Let's go.
5.
You run up and like Amanda's instantly like, all right, okay, now calm down, and like they remove the child from you and hand it back to the mother, and she's like, oh, he's stiff as a board. He's like, all right, now listen here, mister. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know what you've done. You can't just go around touching kids like this. Broad daylight, nonetheless.
You have an all misunderstanding. I was trying to save him. Guys, back me up here, guys.
Hey, mister, if you just kind of want to calm down and come over here with me to the deputy station, we can all get this all sorted out. Actually, they don't have a sheriff. They want to take you to town hall.
Can I just like smile at him evilly?
Oh, jeez.
Sparrow.
Uh,
I want to walk back to the church, pick like any remaining bench or anything like wood related,
yeah, sure.
and bring back the middle of the town to make like a campfire so we can unfreeze the child.
Okay, yeah, sure, if you want. Yeah, if you just want to, you could just grab some nearby wood or whatnot, and then just like put it on fire with some magic. That's easy to do.
I wanted to go to the church because I'm sure nobody's using it.
Oh, I got you. You want to make camp in the church?
No, I want to make like a campfire. I'm just like from the church because nobody's using it's not like Swan's Wall or something. I know it's abandoned.
Well,
so
you could
I
like
can
grab
take
some
anything
nearby
from there.
scrub brush or something. Like you don't have to go back to the church if you don't want to.
Okay.
I'm saying that there's like just random branches around if you just want to grab some.
Yeah, I wanted more like a little bit of the branch, but I also wanted like more concrete wood, like
Okay.
benches and
Sure.
anything like big because we don't know how long this is going to take. So
Sure.
maybe the fire needs to burn for a few hours.
Okay. You set up an open flame. Do you invite the mother and her child over?
I think it's just like make the campfire, and once the campfire is like made and like burning already, I invite them.
Okay.
But because I'm not like the best like talking with people, but if I show like what my intentions are through actions, I think it's easy.
Well, you're setting up an open flame right outside of the haunted area, so no one really wants to go over there.
I'm just like gathering stuff. So if they want to,
So you want to bring some of the wood back closer to
Yeah.
town? Okay.
my idea was just like picking stuff up, bring it to the middle of the town, and set the campfire there.
Sure. I think people are confused at what you're doing, and then like a couple of murmurs of people being like, he's grabbing wood from the old haunted place. There's probably spirits in that fire. Meanwhile, Emery is getting escorted away by several individuals towards the town hall.
This is not what I wanted to do this session, but okay.
Neither did I, but this is what's happening.
Consequence of my actions.
Oh, Yansurov is asking if he can use his lighted psychic paper to make like a document for Emory.
To
Like
make a
his,
document? What kind of
Yeah.
document?
It's
Something
like,
that says that he's innocent, or that you need to take him, or what?
I think his is like a certificate of like a salesman or something, a regular salesman. So everyone start weirding him out. Let me be a little bit more clear with them. Yansurov.
You're breaking up a bit. It's hard to
Yansurov.
understand.
Oi?
Então, o lance é que você deve estar achando que ele é um pedófilo porque ele tava usando magia na criança.
Putz. Então não tem como. Eu vou pensar em alguma coisa, relaxa. Mas vai ser um pouco mais complicado. É, uma boa, mas acho que vai no Charming
É, seria o Charme.
seria Charming.
Tu tem
Meu
quatro?
Charme o meu é 6 mais 2. Posso tentar. Quanto que é o seu?
O dele é 4 mais 2.
Ah, deixa eu tentar, né? Eu rodo um aqui no. Eu tenho um D6 aqui. Ah, eu tenho um D6 aqui de dado, eu posso tentar. Eu tenho mais 2, então. E aí?
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Fala pro Sparrow aí, vamos ver o que vai acontecer.
Wilhan and Yansurov want to try to talk things down and try to convince the city that he's not what they think he is.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank
if he
you,
wants to
guys.
head over to the courthouse, he can speak on his behalf. Again, a reminder of how the psychic paper works. You show it to someone, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
say what's
You-
on it, and they're convinced that.
He didn't get. I think I wasn't clear, like in the situation, what they think what's happening. Like
Right.
they didn't understand, like what the city have understood with the child, like what he was doing with the child.
Well,
So I was a little bit blunt and they understand.
yeah, Yanzarov isn't in this scene. He's spending a bunch of
Yeah.
time looting currently at the moment. But if he wants to come over at a later point, he may.
É, Yansurov ainda tá no túnel.
Basically, I'm imagining that he's like run down and he's just like leaping up and like ripping the glowstones out of the ceiling, which he can do with relative ease, but it is going to take some time, depending upon how many he wants to get.
Então, Will, não vai ser no meio da multidão, porque já estão levando ele meio que pra prefeitura, ou o que quer que seja. E você pode tentar falar como advogado dele, alguma coisa assim.
Yeah, unfortunately, Yanzeroth doesn't really know what's happening right now because he left the scene.
Uhum. Então, eu tô no escuro, basicamente. Não sei nada do que tá acontecendo. É isso mesmo?
Não. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ok.
Emery, you you get carted off towards the town hall, which really isn't that much of a building. It's probably the biggest building, second only to the saloon in this town. The rest of them are basically just townhomes. Immediately inside is just sort of an open area where there is several tables, and then what appears to be like a judge's seat with seats on either side for the witness, and that very, very simple sort of courtroom setup in there. And they ask you to they don't sit you in the stand. They just sort of sit you down at the table, and kind of other there's like 8 gentlemen, and then like a few other townsfolk that have kind of like gathered. And one of the guys sits down across from you and says, "All right, so how about you explain to me what happened, and just take your time, and no funny business, all right?"
This young fella right here ran away with my friend, my compatriot's freeze gun. I attempted to relinquish it from him, and all of you misinterpreted the situation.
To be clear, he did not run off with it. He ran up to it, and as he picked it up, that's when you grabbed him. But still,
Sure. Okay. Then I would just switch it to he was trying to steal it.
right. What is a freeze ray?
Alright, so I would like to go where this man is getting
Okay, you want to enter into the courthouse?
Yes.
Okay.
With the dragon, of course.
No, the dragon cannot fit unless you want to destroy the building.
Alright, I'll just go in, but I'll just go in.
Okay. This guy asks, "What's a freeze ray?" And then Freddy walks in. "I object."
I would like to explain what a freeze ray is.
All right. Go ahead.
Alright, so a freeze ray is a weapon that is able to physically freeze anyone of who thing with just a click of a button.
There's a few murmurs in the onlookers. "That's what happened to the other man."
Exactly, that's my doing.
So,
I am the inventor of the freeze ray.
how do you unfreeze them?
You can, unless you physically unfreeze them yourself.
Right. Alright, well, you all are a bunch of strangers in this town, and, well, you haven't even been here for a day, and you're causing a lot of trouble. If you all want to stay in here, then you gotta either make some recompense or, make it up to the townsfolk somehow.
There are zombies! We are here to help you cleanse the zombies. That's our recompense.
Zombies? There's no such thing as zombies. What are you
We
talking
found
about?
them in the basement of the church.
That's another thing. You all wandered into town one day and then just conveniently got together and started snooping around in,
Well, really the only place that none of us go.
I
So,
would like to use intimidation.
Interesting.
more than just a little
Interesting
suspicious.
that none of you people go there. It's almost like everyone knows not to go there and something's afoot there.
I would like to use a death stare.
You just want to frighten people?
I mean, I have scary eyes for a reason. What's
Okay.
the point of not?
The onlookers all run off, but the 8 gentlemen there like stand up from their positions and like ready their wands. And who are you? Wait, you're the one that was riding on the dragon. What do you want? What's your business in all of this?
My business is none of your concern. Now, if you all want to continue living in, I would suggest you let it do our thing. Or my little. Well,
If you don't want to
definitely
abide by our
continue to
rules, then you can leave this town right now.
try. You're just gonna choose the hard way? Or unless we can form an agreement.
You are not in a position to barter. You're in a position to beg. Now,
What's
if
the
you don't
currency,
want
sir?
to apologize for your misdeeds, then you're about to get yourself run out of town. You understand me?
Understand, sir. Apologies for my rude.
Not to me, to the mom and...
Well, theoretically speaking, the kids shouldn't have run up to an unknown weapon.
Yeah,
Not knowing of its origin.
you know how kids are. They're interested in things. You don't know what he was going to do. He could have been getting it because you dropped it. Trying to hand it back to you. You don't know what kids are doing. Anyways,
And it
I think
seems
all
like
of you have
you-
acted out in a very
like to
wrong manner.
I kind of want to interrupt him and say, but while the kid doesn't know what the ray gun did, it looks like you and your folks might know something about the church that you are not leading on. No one goes there. Why is that?
Because it's haunted.
And look at us going to the haunted place and explaining the zombies.
We
Can
appreciate
can
that.
I signal, Sparrow, can I signal my dragon to go to zombie corpse?
It would have to destroy the chapel in order to get a zombie corpse.
You can't like bring one to the door.
I mean,
are you saying in the chapel? Okay, you destroy the chapel.
the only zombies are in the chapel, in the basement. It would literally have to destroy the entire chapel to get to a zombie corpse.
If you fellas, if 2 or 3 of you, you fine gentlemen want to, we could show you where we found these zombies in the church.
We
have
will
nothing to
go
lose.
investigate after this. But
Okay.
You know what? For further safety, y'all can take my.
how about this? Y'all can enjoy the rest of your evening as long as you don't bother anybody else. And then, when
Can I
morning
please
comes,
get my freeze ray back?
you move on.
Oh.
Can I please get my freeze ray back when?
Yeah, I assumed you already got the freezer back from the kid. Either Emery has it, or actually maybe Emery had it and they like confiscated and they just like toss it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
don't really deal with any of that technology stuff.
Thank you very much.
I kind of quickly run through everyone and shake their hands and say sorry and introduce myself at the same time. And then I go up to the family and is the kid still like frozen?
Oh, the family isn't here. And
Oh,
if you
okay.
get close, they will run away from you.
The family or the people, like the gentleman.
The family.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I
okay,
mean, I don't
out
care.
of character, I want to say something. So, I don't know if y'all can hear me echo a little bit.
You're
But,
currently on bad standing with this town. You don't have a bounty yet, but if anything happens before tomorrow morning, you might get a bounty.
I'm gonna keep it to myself. Never mind. I'm not gonna say too much information of what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Yeah, I think the situation is relatively resolved at this point. Yanzarov has come back from gathering all his glowstones, and I think the child has like warmed up. And I'll also say that probably the other gentleman that you froze is also warmed up at this point as well.
All right.
So people are going about their business, but are avoiding all of you.
You know, I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm not okay with that. I'll go back to my cart to see if I can get more business. But I would assume.
No, people are staying away.
All right, I think that I'll shut her down for the moment. I will just like lock up the cart and like
Okay.
follow the group. I bring the cat with me. Can I bring Binks with me? The cat.
Yeah.
Not the cat. The small shrunken panther.
What?
You're familiar, right?
Yeah, my familiar.
Oh,
Yeah. I just assume that your familiar is always with you.
yeah.
Sparrow.
Yes.
All right.
And if you say it is he's afraid of children and that the magic hold to be run, but drop it in the child couch and the other way around.
Hello?
What?
I think I lost connection. Yanzarov was saying something.
Yes.
Sorry, what did you say?
And if you say that he's afraid of children and that magic hold to be run, but he dropped it in the child cat, it's the other way around.
Oh, well, Yanzarov's afraid of children, right? Or are you afraid
Yes.
of... Okay. I wasn't sure if it was just children or if it was... I don't remember. Yeah, so the child froze himself accidentally, and then Emery grabbed him. So the situation at this point is... there are, like, kids around, which is probably, like, why you ran away and chose this opportunity to loot and whatnot. But now that you're back, people have sort of dispersed or whatnot. So I'm not entirely sure what you're asking, but everything sort of died down at this point.
I have fear, but I don't know if he's asked it, Hobby, to try a peace terror.
I wasn't thinking about that at the moment when you said it. But that explains why when I said that there was a child that you sprinted in the other direction. But yeah, there's no more children around if you want to come back up topside with your glowstones. Which I said you managed to gather 30. If you want to add that to your inventory somewhere.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really entirely sure what the current situation is, other than the people that got froze are unfrozen. Emery and Freddy hashed it out with people in the courthouse, and they're on bad standing, but not. You guys are asked to leave town. You know, once you're done with your business, you can stay the night, but if you're wanderers, just keep moving.
Great.
I think Emery would want or would not want to wander. He'd want to go to the saloon and just hear if there's any rumors.
As soon as you walk into the saloon, it goes quiet and everyone turns and looks at you.
I walk up to the counter.
Okay.
One flask of your coldest ale, please.
Okay. There is a goodness, I just blanked there. There is an elven woman with long auburn hair that's like done in a braid and then sort of wrapped around her head, kind of like in a bun. She says, all right, you gonna be paying? That'll take one favor. Actually, I'll say a favor is worth a round of drinks.
I guess I don't have any favors, so
You don't have any favor? I thought you made some business.
I'm looking at my character sheet and I don't see where I put favor. So
Maybe you spent it already when you were getting those magic
I
items.
think I spent it on the magic items.
I thought you had like 2 or 3 left.
If I do, I'll just spend one of them.
Okay. I'll allow that. Yeah, you can buy a round of drinks. I'll say that you can buy like 5 drinks. How about that?
Perfect. I buy that. I buy did everyone else come with me like this the party that I just met?
That's a good question. Do they?
Vocês foram atrás do Emory na taverna quando ele foi pedir uma bebida?
Eu fui. Eu não fui não, dessa vez eu fiquei fora. Fiquei na porta, esperando.
Yanzerov is waiting outside and Wilhelm entered. I think Tala, after like unfreezing the child and going back to normal, she entered the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah, after you froze it. After the child freezes. That's when you'll go to the tavern.
No, unfroze. Warmed up by the fire.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
it, never mind. My bad.
Yeah, Tala walks in. What does Tala's normal appearance look like again? Actually, I guess we have a picture of you, don't we?
Yeah, dark skin, dark hair, light eyes, light green eyes, wears a skirt and bandages.
Yeah, I think a lot of eyes are looking at you. Probably even more than Emery, just because Emery's got this weird stigmatism of the town, but you are a very interesting sight. Do you go and sit with Emery?
Yep.
Okay. Do you offer her a drink?
Yeah, I offer her a drink and I say, weird day, huh?
I really thought that was a normal day in society. I don't leave my home a lot. So that was a weird day.
I say, you don't leave your home a lot? And I kind of turn and I look outside the tavern and I see my little makeshift food cart. Why I say, me neither. And I go on and say, funny business about those zombies. And it seems like no one here really knew about it. I'm thinking, and I kind of lean in and I get really quiet and tall and I say, I'm thinking there might be cult members among the townsfolk. I don't have any proof yet, but how else did those zombies appear in the basement?
I mean, Lizzo brings corpses to the basement of the church because it's a sacred place. And people are afraid of the abandoned church, so if not everyone see him like depositing corpses, it's understandable, I think.
I mull over the conversation with a drink.
Wilhan tá com a gente?
Não, mas eu tô caladinho. Só
Will
que
Hannes.
a gente podia ter usado um raio de fogo pra descongelar a criança.
Wilhan is
My head
sitting
full
at the
of
table with us, but he's completely quiet.
Yeah.
And he said we could use like a firebolt or something to melt the ice.
Não é queimar a criança uma bola de fogo?
É por isso que eu pensei na fogueira.
É, eu também acharia melhor a fogueira, igual nos
I
jogos
just-
mesmo, normal.
I go ahead and ask the bartender. I say, these beers are really good, and I just try to get her attention and try to get her over here to talk.
Yeah. What? Do you need something else?
Yes, actually, a little something with more sustenance. I kind of lean into her and I say, we went down in the basement of that church. We saw zombies with their heads twisted back on themselves, about 180 degrees. We had a conversation with a local that said that there's a cult running about. Hear any rumors about that?
I mean, yeah, that sounds like the neck twisters. They're, I don't know if they're a cult necessarily, but there's some sort of. It's not really a. There's not really a bunch of faces that you can really put to it. It's more like a legend. But if you say that there are zombies down there, then I guess Marshall will find out soon enough.
Where is the marshal?
Oh, sorry, we don't actually have a marshal. George Marshall. He was the man that pulled you aside. Now, you're asking for stronger stuff. That's going to cost a bit more. And, well, it looks like you're running dry. She just sort of leans on the bar. She's 7 feet tall, so she's looking down at you.
Hot.
And Sparrow,
Yes.
Sparrow Yezerov is asking if there is some legend or a library in the city where he can study about.
No, this is a very backwater, bare bones town. They have a saloon, they have a small trading post, they have the abandoned church, and the town hall is pretty much abandoned for the most part too. And then there's just a bunch of homesteads, just people living in their own houses. This does not look like a learned location.
When she's like about like, so if that's true about the zombies, Tala just like pull out of her bag like one of the zombie arms and use to scratch her back.
No, you did not keep that with you. Also, it's, people just start freaking out because you literally just have the arm of a skeleton. I think you hear like people under their breath are like, "How uncouth! I didn't realize how savage these type of people were."
And I'm just
This
like,
is
sobbing,
very
holding
inappropriate behavior.
And I'm like holding the hand, and the hand is making gestures with me.
Oh, jeez.
And when this happened, I think it's on the Madagascar movie with King Gillen. He's like holding an arm as a staff.
Yes, I
But the arm's
understand the
constantly
visual.
gesturing.
People are even more freaked out. The lady, the hostess is like, if you people are going to cause more commotion, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I'm sorry, I pulled the... I was there.
That's somebody's arm. It doesn't belong to you. How would you like it if you died and someone used your arm for random things?
I mean, I would be dead, and I wouldn't care.
Oh.
Well, where we civilized people live, we show a bit respect to even those that aren't around.
Okay.
But I guess you wouldn't know anything about that.
A little bit, and Wilhelm is asking Amor if he has another chicken.
If you want to spend an anniversary token, you can get another chicken. I assume he's asking Emery if he can have another chicken.
Yeah.
Do I have another chicken? Question mark?
You can spend an anniversary token to get yourself a chicken.
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Here's your chicken. It's a rubber. A little chewy.
Goodness gracious. Is Yanzarov still wearing the terrifying alien mech suit?
He was sitting outside. Yanzarov, você não tá usando armadura?
Eu acho que não dessa vez, não. Como eu tô na cidade e tal, não tô usando.
Yeah, he's outside and he's not wearing anymore.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's back
Mas,
at the
mas
horse
basicamente ele tá do meu lado, né? Porque
farm. I was just curious.
uma montaria.
I think like an older sort of orcish figure that kind of looks like he's a bit past his prime, kind of like wrinkled skin. His muscles have atrophied a little bit. Kind of comes over and is like, "Hey, these individuals causing a problem." And barmaid looks at you all. Are you?
All we did was get drinks and ask about the fucking neck twisters. I went to a couple of done.
The neck
Doing
twisters
nothing
are
wrong.
a myth. The neck twisters are a myth, a local legend, if you will, just not local around here. They have come out here. They have spread that far. It's nothing that any of us would know. Nobody goes near the church.
Can I make
And
a
why is
great
it any
chef?
of your business?
Can I make a fucking grit check?
Yes.
Dude, Emery's like writhing right now at this town. He's like, you know what? At one point I felt sympathetic, but now the fact that I know it's answering him, he's like getting mad.
Yeah, make a grit check.
A 4.
You can tell that she is genuinely upset that you have come into her bar with the pretense of getting the scuttlebutt and are just generally raising the commotion.
I whispered to Tala, I have suspicions about the bartender. Let's get out.
Jeez.
Oh, I got this fucking headache.
You know what'll help with that? A drink.
I had 4 drinks. 2 water bottles and 2 large Cokes.
Yeah, Wilhan is agreeing with Emery about the barmaid. And I think Tala drank like most of her drink and dropped the remaining on her wounds.
Okay.
And once I'm leaving, is this Marshall, right? The guy who is talking with us.
George Marshall was the person that was talking to Freddie and Emery at the.
Yeah, but this guy who is asking if we are making some trouble or something, is he the same guy?
No, this is just a random resident
Okay.
customer. That was the word I was looking for. George Marshall was heading towards the abandoned church.
Okay. So, are we leaving and going to talk with that Marshall guy?
I don't honestly. Emery is this point is like starting to suspect the entire fucking town of these neck twisters, dude. Like, Emery would want to reconvene with the group of you and discuss it.
Okay.
Unless that's what you're doing right now, Ed. But
Yeah, I think we are walking towards the front to meet like Yanzerov. Wait, where is Freddy?
where is Freddy?
I think Freddie was heading inside to get drinks too. So he was with you guys. As you guys head back out, though, you can see that there is like a group of individuals carrying torches because it is sundown and it is getting dark, but they're headed towards the abandoned church. Looks like a group of like 10 men.
All right. Emery says, "I say we stalk him."
Wait, okay, so wait. Using my brain, or whatever brain I have at the moment due to this headache, can I use, what's the word?
You want to make a
Disguise
brain check
magic?
and learn something.
Disguising magic.
Oh, you want to use magic to disguise yourself?
Just so I can, like, blend in with the crowd to fuck around.
Sure. Brains check.
I was hoping he would disguise himself as a cardboard box.
Okay, so D20 plus 2, okay.
Okay.
$16.
Okay, yeah. You don't change your face, but you do like conjure a disguise, like a big hat and like a large cloak, jacket, some boots.
I wanted to like what the town folks are wearing, but okay.
What?
Never mind.
What were you going for with a disguise?
The town folks' clothing.
Yeah, you match them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they've got. They've got like big dusters because it's kind of sparse out here in the scrubland, so they get some dust storms. So they've got like big hats and jackets.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not just like randomly like incognito. It's like, uh, yeah, that is what they wear. Yes. And you can easily join their ranks if you choose to do so.
Sure.
So, Amber, you want to like stalk them there? Wouldn't it be like more suspicious?
What else are we gonna do? Like, I don't know. I try to get information about these neck twisters because they clearly made zombies or something. No one helped us.
Yeah, I think that if this was the entire city was neck twisters cult or whatever, uh, this wouldn't be dropping the corpses here, right? You would notice corpses vanishing from long ago.
All right. So, Sparrow,
Yes.
I would like to talk with one of the town folks.
Okay. What do you want to say?
I'm gonna use a different voice, of course, all that fun stuff.
Sure. But
Oh, but okay. So usually, okay, Freddy talks in this voice, so I'm just gonna go lower. So, I don't care if it's male or female. So about those outsiders,
Yeah, what about the outsiders?
it caused a real havoc around town.
Yeah, causing a big ruckus. Don't know why. Strangers always cause trouble. Hope they move on soon.
Plan we're gonna do if they don't get skedaddle.
what did you say?
Or is there some kind of plan we're gonna execute if they don't skedaddle out of here tomorrow?
I don't know. I ain't gonna be a part of it for sure. You know, it's never too much of a good idea to try and mess with strangers. You see that one that pulled out some sort of ice beam? Who knows what else they can do? Especially that one weird one that's riding the weird mechanical horse. That one scares me the most.
Talking about that blonde hair with a dragon.
Is that a dragon? Never seen a dragon. Read about it in tales and whatnot, but yeah, it's weird.
And you guys are like entering the church at this point. He's like holding up a torch and just kind of looking around.
Man, really is just like an empty building, but it still gives me the creeps. Still remember when friends and I would dare each other to run in here. I was able to last 12 seconds.
Well, if you actually think about it, that guy's ice beam could probably go for a lot.
Like, money? You think he bought it or something?
Can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know how you would make something like that. Or, you know, I hear there's a bunch of tinkering people over in the Emerald Sea, but, you know, I don't really care for much of that nonsense. Anywho,
And he kind of like moves through, just sort of like kicking through some of the destroyed wood. Suddenly there is a yell that is instantly cut off. And Freddy, you are the closest to the sound as you look over and see a few individuals be like, Jerry,
Jerry, where are you? Jerry, this is... Ah! And then you watch as this figure holding a torch suddenly falls downwards.
I run towards him.
Make a flight check.
Oh, okay, it's a flight check. D10. That is the wrong tab. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn off the modifier. 8.
Okay. Yeah, you run and then skid to a stop as people start to gather, and people are like,
Whoa, 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 hey, hold on. There's like a pit here.
and you look down and see that there are 2 people impaled in the punji pit, and they are dead.
Okay, now we're actually killing people.
Oh, jeez. They killed Henry and Wilson. Wait, hold on. Where's Jeremy? I think I found something. And then they start to gather over near the stairs that lead down. What can you see, Jeremy? Nothing. I don't got a light. And then they kind of start filing down into the basement. And the people are like, what the heck? This was under here? This doesn't look like it belongs to the church.
What's everyone else doing?
I don't know. Like we just it was dark out, right? I think.
Yeah, it's starting to, the sun is starting to set. It's not dark out. Like it's an orange skyline. But they were gathering torches because they knew that it was going to be dark soon. So it's still relatively light outside. You guys can see just fine. But were you tailing them, or what do you wanted to meet up and have a
Tom was
talk?
telling me not to.
Yeah, you are saying, oh, let's talk, and then I'm thinking more of a more blunt approach, and just like walk with them. Because it's
Okay.
less suspicious if we're like telling them the things we saw.
All right.
Wait, if we were having this conversation as they were gathering outside. we get
If you
in
wanted to catch up with them, you could. Some of the people like near the back end are like, is there a reason why you're following us over here?
The question is, if we run to catch up to them, we would be able to prevent them from falling to the pit?
No.
Okay.
And I think like 2 people stay outside. Like, I don't know why you're gathering around here, but if you're planning to trap us inside, then we'll try and stop you right here and now. You know, you guys are acting real suspicious. Like,
I wonder how long it's gonna take for everyone to know that I'm not there.
Yeah. Well,
So I would like to go downstairs into the basement.
okay, you do so. They're looking around, and then they see the hallway. Was there anything you were trying to do, or did you just interrupt other person's scene for no reason?
That's all.
Okay. Emery and everyone else, what are you...
We're following them, right? Well, now
Yeah.
they're like saying,
Yeah, there's these 2 guys on door thinking that we are suspicious because we are at with them.
I approach and I try to defuse the situation. I say, can I spend an adversity token to... I assume I didn't have enough time to go back and get like a nice bottle of whiskey or something in my wagon, but can I spend an adversity token to say I have a bottle of whiskey?
Sure.
I say, hold on, friends. My friend here, we're approaching you because we were looking for some fellows to help us finish off this. And I take out the whiskey.
So, you're not trying to keep us distracted while people are going. You're trying to get us drunk. What is this? Hey, come on, man. Look at this stuff. This is high quality. You can't just turn down a gift like this.
I take the first sip, showing that it's not like tainted or anything.
Oh, come on, man. You're supposed to waterfall it. You can't just drink off the. Oh, man. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to drink off that bottle. If you sipped on it, it's like a
Really?
indirect kiss.
Really?
Yeah.
Germs.
Oh, that's Sam. He's saving himself for marriage. And there's nothing wrong with that. All right? Just and he walks inside. Don't mind Sam too much. He's a bit of a tender sort. And the guy reaches for the bottle.
Is there
Drink
anything?
up.
Is there? Oh, my apologies.
Nope, that was it. I was just my I'm trying to get him drunk, so
It's okay.
I don't know. That might take some time. So
Right. Is there anything out of place in the basement?
Nope,
anything?
everything, I mean, everything is exactly as you guys left it. There's a bunch of zombies half submerged and then crushed in the floor. There's a bunch of destroyed caskets and whatnot. And then there's the destroyed doorway leading to a hallway that is now completely dark.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. So there's I'm gonna grab any deceased zombie body.
Do you need a full body or?
Sure. Fuck it. I'll get a full body.
Okay, you have to dig one out of the ground. You could take half of a body with ease.
Fucking sure.
Okay. Yeah, people are like inspecting bodies like, oh man, this is old Mrs. Whistler. Hey, what are you doing? Just grab a body.
Just like I just grab it by the hand, like, and just look at it.
Okay.
Freaky little things.
I mean, we've all got skeletons inside ourselves.
Very much true. As I just toss the body aside.
Jeez. From above, you hear like, "Hey, cool your load, Sam. There's a punji pit right here. Don't fall in."
Okay, let's see. What's the best way to attract an undead?
Do you say this out loud?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking to you out of character.
You tell me, bud. What you trying?
Okay, no blood. Blood won't do it. Can I secretly set up like some kind of noise?
Are you doing it physically or are you doing like a spell?
A spell.
Okay. Make a brains check using your magic.
Right. So D20 with a.
Yeah, this isn't like a physical check. This is your magic roll. This is using your magic number, not your stat number.
Did you? And what? Okay. So I just roll a d20. That's
Okay.
all right. 10.
Okay. What is the sound and where are you trying to make it?
Maybe just like the sound of two metal pipes hitting together.
Okay. And where do you want the sound to originate?
Let's just go with 5 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, you whip out your wand real quick and conjure this sound, and like everybody turns, and you're pretty sure nobody saw you cast it. Now what do you do?
Hope that a zombie comes.
Okay. Yeah, people like go in to investigate. Like, what was that? I don't know. It sounded like metal or something. I mean, how would you even describe something like that? It's like just a bunch of metal clanging together or something.
Where's the metal?
Yeah, that's where I'm wondering. The only metal is in this hallway. There it is again.
What the fuck?
I have a feeling we're not alone here.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
okay, okay.
God fucking damn it! Why did I hate it? I love that, but hate it at the same time.
There you go. No, nothing happens. You make a sound and a zombie does not emerge.
Okay, so let's see. For my in real life knowledge of zombies like meat or something living. So probably, I like to spawn in a raw piece of meat.
All right, use an adversity token. You don't have any, do you?
I do not.
Okay, you cannot spawn in a raw piece of meat.
Can I like summon an apple? No.
If
Do
you
wanna,
can
like,
make a
summon a
grit
spell?
check of 16, you can do it. I know it's impossible because the only way you can get a 16 is using a d20, and that's for brains. So,
And I only have a D8 for grit.
no. You could possibly get half of 16. You could get half of a piece of meat. You could summon in a PNG of a meat.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and hope that I'm not about just to injure myself for no apparent fucking reason.
Are you gonna cut yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Gonna turn into a titan.
No.
Yeah, you just, I don't know, take your blade and just kind of cut yourself. I'm sure you can like pull it out of the scabbard slightly and just sort of slice your hand or something without anyone really noticing. So you draw blood.
Now I'm just gonna walk around hoping that a zombie appears.
Okay. Yeah, after a while, like, a guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, dude, you're bleeding. You alright? Cut yourself on something? Tripping all
something
over the
around
place." What'd you say?
Oh, I cut myself somewhere around here.
Somewhere around here? You don't remember where you cut yourself?
Yes.
Make a charm roll.
Alright, let's see. Charm. Where's my charm? D12.
You don't remember where you injured yourself. Yes.
All
Just
right, I got a 12.
okay. Like, hey man, I'm jittery too. Just gotta stay calm, all right? Let's some people are hanging out in the basement part, and like 3 people are going down the corridor. 2
The
people with
corridor
torches.
that I destroyed.
Yes.
Yep.
It'll take them half an hour to walk down there before they realize that it's been caved in.
So we were at the door, right?
Yes,
That
you
is
guys
what
are
we
still at the door.
drinking, The other enter.
I mean,
That's it?
there's plenty of like open, like you can enter into the building without going through the front door. There's like, some destroyed walls or whatnot. If you just want to like climb in, you can. I'll say that you can like look through the front door and see that there's only 2 people inside. Everyone else seems to have gone down.
What about me and my drinking buddy?
Yeah, he's like, so, what's the cause of celebration?
What? How drunk is he?
He is drunk in half the bottle and does not seem to have changed. Actually, you know what? I will roll for him. Okay, never mind. He's plastered. He took 2 sips and he's like, "It's a lovely day, isn't it?"
I lean into him and I say, "Have another sip."
Don't have to ask me twice.
As he's drinking it, I ask him very quietly in a hushed voice, and I say, "Where are the neck twisters hiding? Are you them?"
The only twist I neck is Messiah on Sunday morning.
I'm not upset a word he just said, but I love it.
Can I see while he's drunk? Can I like inspect him and see if he has any tattoos or anything, like wearing anything that might showcase that he's a member of what you call it?
He's got like this full duster off. So if you want to inspect his body, you will have to disrobe him.
Okay. I say, hey, hold on. Stand up for a moment. I think you have some. Oh my God! Stand up, quick! There's spiders all over you. Quick, take off your duster.
It's just daddy's long legs are friends of my uncles, and he's just kind of like standing up slowly and taking off his jacket. I once had a pour out fire on my bed once like this. Me and the missus, candles and moonlight and alcohol is a good mix. I do it every Thursday. He's just like starting to take off his clothes. He's just like, he folds up his jacket, places it down on the ground, and starts unbuttoning his shirt, just like getting ready for bed.
Tyler doesn't want
I'm
watch
coming,
this
Derek.
scene.
Give me just a minute. Gotta take off the boots. She doesn't like the boots in the house. And just like collapses down to the ground and just like starts tugging on the boots, and they are not coming off. I'll be there in 3 weeks. Just give me a minute.
I don't want to watch this scene. I walk into the.
I just help him. I help him, even if he's going slow. I just help him get undressed.
I
Okay,
walk
yeah.
into the church.
Okay.
Probably feeling the blood of those who fell into the pit.
Yeah, you can see that there's one individual holding a torch, kind of standing between the punji pit and the top of the ladder to illuminate both of those holes. And as you come in, he's like, "Oh, hey, hold on there, careful. There's a pit here."
Oh, and I look back at the bodies. I want to carefully drop into the pit and try
Okay.
to remove the bodies because they seem to care about their dead, and I'm in their land, so
Okay. Oh, hey, careful in there. We figured we'd get the bodies in the morning. It's in there and oh, hey Sam, you wanna give him a hand there? Yeah.
Not even here. He left.
No, Sam was the one of the two people that was watching the door, and he went inside, so he's still up here.
I do not want him to see him naked. I push him away. Like, go this way.
No. Sam is inside, helping Tala pull the
Yeah.
bodies out of the pit.
You were talking with the guy who stayed on the door, right? And the other
Yeah,
one
he
was
didn't say his name, but
until he just enters, and I enter once the guy starts to undress himself. So I meet Sam again.
it was Manny and Sam that were watching the door. You are still talking to Manny. Manny is drunk and undressing himself. Sam is the one that was saving himself for marriage and has gone inside to pout, and is just sort of helping keep watch with Leonard, who is holding the torch at the top of the ladder
Okay.
in the pit.
Is he undressed yet?
If you help him, yes.
Oh yeah, I'm helping him. I'm doing it very quickly too.
Okay.
I'm not delicate with it either.
I have to put the socks on the line or the missus gets angry. You'll put the socks on you. Yes, thank you very much.
He is dressed down to his skivvies. He does not have any tattoos, scars, or markings on his body at all. Except for there is like an indentation on his left clavicle, where it looks like he maybe have fallen when he was a kid. That's kind of like shunted his shoulder a little bit. That's in a little awkward position. But other than that, he's who's playing Death Stranding? All right.
Yeah, I think I saw that. He's
Also,
making
we lost
deliveries,
Freddy.
man.
A lot of things happened. I think I will catch up with the other two. Do you think it's better if we went to the other channel for a moment?
Well, you're helping the two bodies out of the pit.
Yeah, Wilhelm and Janzerov, they are muted for quite a while, and I forgot to translate a good amount of stuff.
Oh, geez.
I'm asking
Okay.
if you want to go to the other channel with them, so we can keep up with Emery and Freddy.
What are you asking?
So,
Do you want me to jump over to doing a scene?
No,
with-
I'm asking if you want me to bring Wilhelm and Janzerov to the other channel to bring them up to date because I forgot to translate a bunch of stuff.
Oh, sure. If you guys want to. Do you want me to move you?
So, no, I can move myself and they can move themselves too. I just want to know if you want me to interrupt you to bring up to date, or if you...
Up to you guys. I mean, that's what the other channel is for. If you guys want to step aside and talk amongst yourself, we'll check in with what Freddy's doing. I guess you're freaking bleeding all over the place. What are you doing, Freddy?
Go there.
Freddy, what are you doing? Freddy, you there? All right, Emery, what are you still doing with the drunk guy?
I'm done with him. I don't
You're
think he's
done
involved.
with him.
I leave.
You leave him naked on the porch?
What? I just got here, Sparrow. I don't. What inclination would I have?
All right.
I'd leave him. What? Fuck this guy.
All right. So do
going
you head
in.
inside then or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going in.
Just added more things to list on your bounty.
Oh, I have a plan for that.
Oh, jeez. I'm very interested. Freddy, are you there? Okay, I guess we'll keep going with you, Emery. You head inside, and Tala has probably helped lift the two bodies out of the punji pit. You can see Sam is there helping Tala, and then there's sort of like an older, portly fellow holding the torch. Just kind of like, all right, yeah, be careful there, and who are you? Can't quite see you. Come over here into the light. Talking to you, Emery, as you enter.
I'm sorry. I was reading a text. What's that?
Careful of the pit. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Well, you see, I saw you friends in here.
Oh,
were
jeez, it's
coming in.
this asshat again. Hey, we told you we're gonna check it out. What are you doing here?
I'm making sure you guys don't die. My friends came in here and we found about 5 zombies, so we're here for support. And I
Was
take
this
my
pit
wand.
here when you guys came through, or is this a trap that you left?
Oh
for
yes,
us?
this pit was here. I fell in, and I take out my hand and I show my cut.
Well, you kind of left that out of the loop when you told us about the zombies. Would have been nice that Gerald and George didn't have to die.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Sorry, my service is acting all stupid. Alright, so I should be back now.
Okay.
Alright, so what's happening?
Emery is getting questioned as to why he didn't inform the rest of the town that there was a spike pit.
Ah, okay.
To which Emery replies,
No. Well, I didn't really have much time to explain to it. It wasn't really the time or the place.
and the deadly spike pit just happened to slip your mind.
It gave me some trauma, good sir.
That would have helped remember. You know what? Never mind. You don't make any sense. All right. You know what? You just get on out here. You all get. And we're going to finish up here, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with you tomorrow. Don't kill me in my sleep because I didn't tell you not to. Okay?
How's my success of trying to find a zombie?
No zombies so far. Where do you expect one to come through? Just phase through the wall? I know it's a dark room, but it's not like a video game where they just sort of spawn in every so often.
Alright, so what?
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? You're just bleeding all over the place.
Just let me bleed. Let me suffer the consequences of my action.
Are you pacing in a pentagram shape?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, geez. So you're just making a bloodline of a pentagram in the chamber now. Can you guys get any more suspicious, please?
I don't know. What do you mean suspicious? We're following your plot, Sparrow. We're following.
There is
the
no
lore.
plot. There is no plot so far. There was zombies that came to life in a catacombs where people put dead bodies, and there was a door. Y'all have come up with the rest of this all by yourselves.
We're trying to find the plot here, and you're like, the villagers are very suspicious of you now. You are kicked out of this town. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
So in order for this to work in my favor, let's just say that I look possessed. Let's just say that my eyes are like glowing red or something as I'm drawing a pentagram with my own blood.
Oh, joy. Okay, so you're putting on this performance. Make a, charm check, I guess.
Okay. This should be good. Alright, charms check. Alright, I always forget my charm. My charm is 12. Alright. Alright, rolling. Oh, thank you for reloading. No, I don't want a D20. I want a 12. 8.
Okay. You just kind of start walking back and forth in this pattern, and like, hey, who's the new guy? I don't know. What's he doing? He looks possessed. Hey man, what's going on? Like, the guy kind of comes over and like tries slapping you and like snapping his fingers in front of your face, trying to knock you out of it. You okay, man?
Look at him. I just look at him with my glowing red eyes.
Joe, jeez. I think he like drops his torch, which catches the blood on fire because why not? And so a pentagram lights up in flame, and he's like, "I'm out of here!" And he just like bolts for the ladder.
Let's just say I finally snap out of it and then just realize what happened. This is gonna be fun.
The other people in the room are like backing up with like, "You just stay away, okay? Just stay back."
Wait, what happened? I can't remember anything. What happened?
No, David.
Let's just say that I back up from the pentagram that I made. Let's just say that, okay, I'm gonna act terrified just to blend in, not knowing what the hell is happening. What did I do? What happened? Someone tell me, please. I can't remember.
I think they just run. They just start. They go up the stairs, and begin evacuating the building.
Alright, so there's no one with me now.
Yes.
Alright, okay, I'll drop to the skies, heal my
Except for the
wound.
3 people that went down the corridor. They haven't come back yet.
Alright, okay, they're not back, so I'm gonna drop to the skies to heal up my wound that I stupidly made.
Okay.
So all that fun stuff. So then, what does the pentagram do anything?
No.
Okay, good.
It eventually just sort of sputters out.
I'm checking. Let me go down the corridor. Just
Do you
with my
want
hand.
something to happen?
No. Check. Wait. Yes.
Roll me. You know what? I'm gonna roll a D100.
Oh. This should be good.
Jeez.
What did I do?
Okay, as the fire dies out, a bit of smoke rises up, and then it floats above your head, and then it starts to form the shape of the pentagram, but now it's on the roof.
Whoa, shit. Can I try to call? Oh wait, hello.
What?
Okay, am I cutting out?
No.
All right. So, is there any way I could contact the other? Contact the other?
I mean, yeah, they're just right outside.
All right. I'm just gonna scream out, guys!
Okay.
Well, technically, it's only Emery. Here.
Unfortunately, we need the rest of the party to join us, so I'm going to run to the bathroom. Bathroom break.
So, what do you think? What do you think I just fucked up? What do you think is gonna come out of the circle?
Probably a djinn, but I don't know. It could be a smoke demon. Those are pretty low level, I think. But I don't know how. I don't know how levels work in this campaign. I thought there weren't levels, so I don't know.
I'm just gonna fuck around. So, just gonna share my character sheet. Wait, I gotta edit that. I keep forgetting to update it. Okay, there. It's all fixed. So this is my shit. So let's look at my stats. So I got
Hey,
18
perfect
and
timing. They're coming back.
Yay!
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm just fucking around.
I'm not
Yeah, we're
talking
just
to you.
catching up to them.
Hmm?
Hey.
So we have like a naked guy outside, Emery, Wilhan and Yanzirov. O que vocês querem fazer agora que tem o cara aí fora pelado e
Ele tem a marca?
ele não parece um cultista? Não, não tem marca.
Eu ajudo ele a
Mas
pôr a roupa.
como a gente garante que os outros não são cultistas, né?
É, não tem como garantir.
Eu faço o seguinte, eu te ajudo a tirar o corpo e ao mesmo tempo eu faço uma vasculha sem ninguém perceber pra ver se não tem nenhuma tatuagem, algum símbolo ou algo que remeta. Tipo nos
Ok.
bolsos e tal.
Mm-hmm. So Yanzirov is entering the church with Tala and helping with the bodies,
Okay.
but
He
he's
walks
also
in like Dio, if anyone knows that reference.
yeah. And he wants to look at the bodies while we're like moving it to see if there has been like any tattoos, any marks, anything on their pockets that might connect them to the neck twisters or something like that.
Okay. Just generally sort of looking at them, you don't see anything on the face or neck. But again, if you want to look at the actual body, you'll have to disrobe them. And there are two other people that are standing right there that would probably disapprove.
Né, se você quiser, você não consegue ver nada, né, superficial, mas se você quiser fazer uma investigação, você teria que deixar o cara pelado também. Tem duas pessoas aí que provavelmente iriam desaprovar isso.
Não tem como a gente meio que fazer isso sem eles verem?
Cara, tem um aí que tá iluminando pra todo mundo e tem outro cara que tá literalmente de vigia, né? Ele deveria estar na porta, mas ele entrou e tá de vigia do lado de dentro da igreja. Vendo você mexer nas coisas aí, e ele também tá ajudando a tirar os corpos, então provavelmente não.
Tem como eu usar sem ele saber uma magia de cegueira nele?
Yanzirov is asking if he can stealthily cast blindness on Sam.
Oh. Well, he can just blow out the torch if he wants.
Aí você pode só apagar a tocha. O cara segurando a tocha é a única luz da sala.
Mas se eu apagar. Então, mas se eu apagar a tocha, mesmo que eu tire a roupa do cara, eu não vou conseguir ver se tem marca ou não, né?
Yeah, Yanzirov wants to blind the Sam, who is doing watch, because without the torch you probably wouldn't be able to see any marks.
Okay. There is an older gentleman named Gerald that is portly and a bit too old to be sort of handling or doing any sort of physical labor. He's the one holding the torch, making sure that people can see where the pit is so they don't fall it, as well as seeing where the steps leading down are. Then there is also Sam, which is a younger gentleman who's saving himself for marriage, who you met at the front door.
Wait. Did you wait? Hold on. Whoa! What?
What do you mean?
You said he's saving himself for marriage?
Yes, that was the jab that Manny gave at him at the front door. He was the one that was like, I don't want to drink off the same bottle. That's like an indirect kiss. And Manny's like, oh man, you're such a virgin.
I thought I was having a stroke. Okay.
Yeah, and Sam's like, so what if I am a virgin? There's nothing wrong with that. That was the interaction between the two individuals. If you want to blind them, I think this has got to be a fight check.
Fight?
And then I'll save for both of them. Freddy, are you on a plane or something? What's going on?
Wait, what?
We're just getting a lot of air right now.
Oh, because I'm sitting in front of my fan because it's fucking hot.
Oh, jeez. Maybe angle the mic away from where the wind is blowing.
All right. Sorry about that. Better?
Yeah.
Oh, why would I be on a plane at this hour?
É um teste disputado de fight.
Ah, tá de fight. Ah, então vamos lá, é um D10, né? Deixa eu ver se eu tenho um D10 aqui. Senão eu rodo um normal. Eu não tenho D10. Então, pera aí.
I'm sorry. It's perfectly reasonable for some people to be on a flight at night. So let's retract that statement, Freddie. That's it. You said. Why would I be in a flight at this hour?
É fight, né?
What if
Então,
you are?
D10.
Yeah, you're not on your dragon right now. Stop with the foley.
E 4.
Wilhan is asking if the guy on
I
the
guess no one
outside,
came, I'm guessing.
Asking what?
if the guy on the outside is putting his clothes back.
No, he's folded them up, set them aside, and has laid down and gone to sleep.
Ele tirou as roupas, colocou de lado, dobrou do lado e tá indo dormir.
Não entendi?
Não, pro Henrique, ele perguntou pro cara lá de fora se ele já se vestiu. Não, o cara tá deitado no chão, ele tá deitado pra dormir.
Meu Deus.
But I assume you've gone inside before Emery dealt
tirei
with that,
quatro.
because it took a while to get him drunk.
Wilhan is asking if he can bring him a pillow.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he's using his folded clothes as a pillow, but yeah.
What did I take care of? I'm sorry.
The drunken guy.
Yeah,
I didn't take care of him. I just got him drunk and I left him. I did not take care of him.
yeah.
Yeah, we're just saying that this took some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely took like.
This took
Hour.
like a 10 to 20 minutes or
15.
so to get him
Oh,
drunk.
okay.
So
Jesus
I assume
Christ,
you
okay.
guys went right inside.
Wilhan, ele tá usando as roupas dele como esteira.
Coitado.
Mas é um completo.
Pô, pega um cobertor pra ele, ô Henrique.
É isso mesmo, pega um cobertor pra ele, cubro ele.
Wilhan is bringing a blanket staff. Instead of a pillow, he's bringing a blanket.
Okay. Where is he getting the blanket from?
Da onde você tá pegando esse cobertor?
Eu não posso usar lá o Barry lá?
I think he's using his prepare to bring a common item for free.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. He just pulls a blanket. That's fine. Who was blinding the two individuals?
So,
Did he roll a fight check?
você rolou o dash fight?
Isso, fight. Eu tenho 10 eu dei 4. Aí rolou 4.
4.
É.
Tem algum bônus de magia? Não. Pra fight?
Não, sem bônus. Fight não tem bônus.
Tá.
Tem o flight
four.
que tem bônus.
Yes, I've got a 4.
Okay. That is enough to get the older gentleman, but the younger. So Gerald's the one holding the torch. The older man is kind of like, hold on, guys. I think I got something in my eye. Hold on. But Sam just sort of like rubs at his eyes and blinks and like, oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm getting tired, but I'm still here.
Né, o cara que tava segurando a tocha foi afetado pela cegueira. Ele tá, né, esfregando os olhos aqui. Mas outro cara ele parecia estar só um pouquinho incomodado, reclamando, né, que tá com um pouquinho de sono talvez. Mas ele ainda tá normal, tá enxergando.
Tá. Nesse caso, eu posso meter uma fake, tipo assim, eu posso. Mano, eu vou usar essa técnica, eu acho. Tipo assim, eu posso mostrar, no caso, posso criar uma fic em que, tipo, como os caras morreram na minha cidade natal, teria meio que como é o nome? Que faz a coisa boa para os mortos? Esqueci o nome.
Um funeral?
Um funeral decente, a pessoa teria que tirar todas as roupas pra iniciar o funeral. Aí, tipo, se ele duvidasse disso, eu poderia criar meu papel místico mostrando, tipo, a história da minha cidade com essa informação falsa. É uma fic muito foda, mas...
Jan Zirov wants to bring the corpses and talk with Sam about prepping the bodies for a funeral or something. And
like
saying
take the
that,
bodies outside?
Yeah, and saying that in his hometown, the tradition is to strip all the bodies, all their clothes. And if the guy starts acting suspicious about it, he's going to use his it's like a paper to show like the history of his town or something.
Okay.
To back him up.
Make a charm check.
Charm? Fucking... Tá. Nem ferro. Eu tirei 1. Eu tenho mais 2, então é 3.
Net 1 plus 2, it's a 3.
Sam's like, I mean, I could help you move the bodies. I don't really see why we have to do it at sun's already down, unfortunately. We do sunrise or something. I know that we want to take the clothes off the bodies and dress them up, prepare them for a funeral and whatnot, but I don't know if we need to do that right now. I mean, I'll be carry them outside, I suppose, if you want, but I mean, I'll help you take the bodies outside, and you can. I guess you can disrobe them. I guess. Not really my thing. I can't really handle the blood, so.
Ok, o cara parece estar incrivelmente desconfortável com o que você falou. Ele tá meio que tipo, a gente teria que esperar até o nascer do sol pra fazer o funeral de qualquer jeito. Eu posso até te ajudar pra carregar ela lá de fora, mas eu não sei se eu posso te ajudar com a outra parte.
Entendi.
Go ahead and take an adversity token,
E você ganha um token de diversidade.
Beleza.
because that's a failure.
Então tá. Vamos continuar então tirando os corpos pra fora e. Sei lá, vamos ver o que vai dar. Porque agora eu realmente não sei pra onde seguir.
Se
Se
vira
lá
aí com o teu plano.
late game.
Cara, a gente tinha todo o resto da cidade pra explorar. A gente foi na igreja, porque era meio estranho. A gente poderia ter feito outras coisas, mas a gente queimou nossa reputação.
Então. Mas agora já tá comprovado, não tá?
Mais ou menos. Eu não sei exatamente tudo que aconteceu no porão. Tudo que eles descobriram no porão.
Então tá. Vamos tirar os corpos e depois vamos tentar achar mais lugar pra cidade pra explorar ou vamos sair da cidade também. E deixar essa parte pra voltar depois.
Wilhan, tu vai fazer alguma coisa? Ou tu só foi pegar o cobertor?
Eu tô lá fora pegando a cobertura e cobrindo o cara.
O Henrique é mó humildezinho, né? Pô, ele tá lá só cobrindo o cara de boas.
It's like Yanzirov and Sam are carrying the bodies outside. I'm removing the spikes from the pit. So it's
Okay.
deadly. It's just like,
You're just disarming
fall.
the pit. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's still a hole, but it's not like deadly anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. After a while of moving the bodies out, there starts to be a commotion from down below, and people start rapidly leaving the basement. Did you still want to disrobe the bodies and investigate them, the corpses, outside? Since the bodies are outside, you could like look them over with nobody looking.
Você ainda quer despir e investigar os corpos? Agora que eu tô lá de fora.
Não, despir eu não posso, eu só posso investigar normalmente, né? Tipo,
É que não tem muita gente, a maior parte da galera tá do lado de dentro preocupada com o que tá acontecendo lá dentro. Então você poderia fazer, né, dar algumas olhadas, mas
Então eu vou dar uma olhadinha nos corpos, mas tipo, tomando cuidado e tipo. Eu já sei. É tipo, eu vou olhar os corpos, só que eu vou deixar o meu xenomorfo de vigia. E aí ele vai falar comigo mentalmente se alguém estiver chegando perto. Aí eu paro e
o
fico de
corpo
boa.
vai comunicar. Porque senão é de uma via só. Você tem o porco pra isso?
Ele não fala comigo em forma psíquica.
Você precisa ter um negócio pra isso. Tem uma força pra isso. Psychic Link.
Eu não lembro disso.
O único que tem comunicação em duas vias sou eu, porque eu peguei um dos perks pra falar com a língua de todos os animais. Então, tipo, eu ganho isso de tabela.
Não, é perfeito.
Geralmente
eu não
é
sei, então.
de uma via só. Tipo, você consegue dar comandos pra ele, mas ele não necessariamente vai falar com você.
Não, mas tipo, eu posso fazer, vamos supor, o comando se alguém estiver perto, eu posso fazer ele bater, tipo, 3 vezes no chão.
Eu tocar alarme de carro.
Basicamente, pode ser. Melhor
Ok,
ainda, o alarme de carro gigante.
Yanzirov is taking a look at the bodies, but he's keeping his xenomorph mount on watch. If
Okay.
anyone starts to get close by, he's going to like ring like a car alarm or something.
Sure. Yeah, he can quickly look over the bodies. Neither of them really have anything on them except for George Marshall, which is the first man that called out Emery and took him to the courthouse and led this sort of expedition into the chapel. He was the first to fall into the pit. And he does have a tattoo on his chest, over his left pelvis, where the heart would be. But tattooed is like the shape of a heart, and it has 2 arrows through it, and the ends of them are flaming. If you would like to make a brains check, you can try and determine what this means.
Eu entendi a parte do brain check.
Basicamente, você começou a dar uma olhada rápida nos corpos. Você vê que o John Marshall, né, que foi o cara que tinha pego o Emory mais cedo, foi o primeiro cara a cair no poço. E ele tem uma tatuagem no peito, onde ficaria o coração, que é a tatuagem de um coração com 2 flechas atravessando e o final delas estão em chamas. Você pode fazer um teste de brains pra tentar discernir o que significa.
Vamos lá então. Tá de sacanagem comigo. Você vai zoar isso. Deu 1. E como eu tenho 1 de brains, então deu 2. Meu Deus, mano. Meu dado tá quebrado.
Net 1.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't know what this tattoo means. Go ahead and take another adversity token.
Ganha mais um token e você não sabe o que significa.
É óbvio. Com esses 2 aí, quem imaginaria o que seria?
It's at this point that people are starting to pile out from the basement. They're running scared, and they just like brush past all of you, narrowly avoiding the pit, but just sort of run out. And I think like Yanzarov is still like observing one of the bodies and like quickly throw their clothes back on, but no one really seems to pay attention as they're all just running away in fear.
What happened?
People are just like running out of the building, yelling like, "There's demons! Demons!"
Is this something that Freddy did when
Yes.
we were off? Okay. Since I have no idea what is happening, like I love a good fight, and I'm just like jump from the pit into the staircase.
Yeah, it was like two
I
separate
think
scenes,
all
so you guys
of us
wouldn't
would probably
know.
go down there, past the people.
Okay, yeah. Once everyone's left the basement, you can go down. You can see Freddy is there. He has dropped his disguise. And I think he was like just about to call for you guys as well. He's like, "Guys, you want to come down here?"
Well, we're here.
O pessoal sai correndo do porão, gritando:
So,
demônios, demônios.
I may have fucked up.
How so?
Why don't you look at the pentagram on the floor?
You can see that there is a pentagram scorched into the floor, and on the ceiling above there is smoke that is still in the shape of a pentagram.
Is there like a rock near me? Like on the ground?
Yeah, you can grab something to
I'm
chuck.
gonna grab a rock and throw it at the smoke.
Okay. Yeah, it just sort of passes through and then collects and falls back down. Does everyone go down?
O pessoal saiu correndo, né, do porão e da igreja gritando: demônio, demônio. O que vocês vão fazer? Vocês vão descer lá?
Eu coloco minha armadura e desço. Let's bora.
Oh, I will say Sam is escorting Gerald's out because he's concerned that there is some sort of threat, but since Gerald can't see, Sam is being Gerald's eyes.
Só uma coisa, antes eu explico pro Emery o que eu vi da tatuagem do cara. Já que eu não sei, o Emery deve saber, né? Ele tá buscando.
Yazirov don his armor again
Okay.
and go down the stairs, and he tried to explain to Emory the tattoo he seen on Marshall.
Yeah, if anybody else wants to make a brains check to understand the tattoo, they may.
Oh,
I'm
so
not
they
smart,
did
I'm not
find a
even
tattoo
trying.
on Marshall. Okay.
Yeah. George Marshall.
Eu desço também.
I'm not smart. Que foi?
Eu desço também.
Wilhan is going
Freddy's
down too.
pretty smart.
Eu tenho que rolar
Yes.
brain de novo ou...
Não, é pro resto do pessoal pra ver se ó. Como você falou pro pessoal, tem que ver se ele sabe alguma coisa. Eu falei que eu não sou esperto, não tô nem tentando.
We got a 10.
Não esquece do Henrique, que o Henrique ele vai descer junto comigo, viu?
With a 10, you generally determine that like the arrow through the heart means like love struck. That's sort of what you get from it. Doesn't
Henrique, sua voz tá muito baixa, tá?
Yeah, the generic like oh my god, what's that brand called? It's not it's like a clothing brand and it's also known to like do like tattoo designs on clothes. Please tell me someone here knows what I'm talking about.
I don't, but maybe I do if you could like find a picture or something.
Oh my god.
But it's 2 arrows and they're on fire, so you're not sure what that means. Did anyone else roll brains?
Wilhan rolou.
Freddy, do you want to roll brains since you're good at brains?
Fuck it, sure.
Okay.
Escreve, Henrique.
Just add my +2 real quick.
Wilhan,
19.
Okay. You know exactly what this means. This is a relatively common staple that some people use. The arrow to the heart means they have been in love. Multiple arrows means that they've been in love more than once. The burning arrow means that not only did the relationship end badly, but they were specifically burned. So the relationship ended badly. Because normally what they would do is like tattoo out the arrow or like remove it or something. But to specifically burn it rather than just like singeing it means that that flame is still there and still burning, but they're no longer able to be with that person. So this person has been scorned twice. That's what that tattoo
Interesting.
means. Just a little tidbit of world building. You don't have to be like, oh man, now we have to go find. There was motive for murder. He fell in a spike pit.
But to us as the characters, he did. So now we're gonna go kill him.
All right, cool. Yeah, go find his 2 lovers and murder them for him. I'm sure he would love that.
It's the moment where we
I
think too
also
hard or
think
something you just made up.
I also got to take into account that there are still some people in the corridor.
Oh yeah, there's like 3 people in the corridor. But that's not your biggest concern right now because you all hear a voice as you stand in this room. A whispering voice that kind of seems to echo and emanate from the walls and enter and into your mind and says, "Who summons me?"
Whose blood do you think, dumbass?
A price paid to bring
Fuck
me
your
beyond
price.
the veil.
And you watch as the smoking pentagram starts to swirl and take an almost humanoid shrouded shape, and it swoops down towards Freddy.
You will make a fine sacrifice.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.